up, gents? Welcome to TSG Uncut. I am your host, Sean C. And tonight we're going to talk about how Black women's their truths, are keeping them single. All right. So you guys saw the thumbnail, and some of that kind of stuff is what we're going to hear in tonight's video. But I want to explain to you guys, like how I came up with tonight's topic really briefly. And I've said this before, right? I get women that come in the comments, and I will try to thoughtfully, have a discussion with them. And even one woman who disagreed with me, I put something thoughtful back, and, try to at least, have a civil conversation. In which case I even thanked her for her comment. But then you get some women that come into the comments, as you guys know, because I talk about this all the time. And it's like they didn't listen to a damn thing in the video. But there's an old saying, a hit dog will holler, okay? And I said, as long as y'all keep coming back in these comments and coming with this volatility instead of listening and trying to understand, I am going to make videos tenfold. And at this point, I have an unlimited supply of videos that I'm going to come out with every time I get one of those comments. Okay. But tonight really isn't about, crapping on Black women, because contrary to popular belief, I want to see Black men and Black women win. But the problem that we're having, just like the women in the comments, is the fact that when you try to discuss these things, they don't try to listen for what's being said. They get into their feelings. And so we're going to start off tonight's video or tonight's live stream with this particular video, and then we'll get back to the intro. All right, thank you for that. No sound, huh? Okay, let me go ahead and fix that. I think I know what happened. I am so sorry about that. Yeah, no, that's fine. I messed up. I am the one who messed that up. So give me 1 second. I know exactly what I did. All right, here we go. We're going to start this thing from the beginning.
This video is interesting. Take a look at it. Then let me know what you think about it in the comments.
Put a one in the chat if you hear
Am I
it.
the only person that finds it very hard to admit to a man that I'm wrong? And arguing with men is the most annoying thing ever, because you men use logic. Like us women, we just want to argue with emotion, but you men, you use too much logic, too many facts. Like when you're arguing with a man, there is no emotion involved in their argument. It's just you did A and B, which caused me to do C, and that's why we're at D.
Do y'all hear that? Is it do y'all hear that volume? Do y'all hear it? Place a one in the chat if you can hear that. All right, perfect. Let me get back to it.
I'm like, because they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. And that's why I hate admitting to men that I'm wrong, because they've spat so many facts at me that if I even admit I'm wrong, I'll just look so incompetent.
Like, comment, share. Later.
All right. I might play that video again later for the people that didn't hear it earlier or whatever. I apologize about that little technical glitch difficulty. All right. But I started off with that clip first, right? To even start with the premise that it doesn't matter how many facts you're laying out to modern women today, that they want to argue with their emotions. And here's the thing. Emotions are subjective. Okay, what you're feeling in that moment is true to you. That's why we say, or women say, my truth. Okay, so their truth is a way for them to be able to argue something that they are feeling. And look, it's not to invalidate their feelings, but when they try to use their feelings to argue factual things, that's when we have a problem, because you don't get to just say your feelings is the truth in a logical discussion, because it's not. What you're feeling is different from objective facts. And this is one of the things, the biggest arguments, or one of the arguments in these types of spaces, is the fact that we are trying to educate women on what the statistics say and what they are showing us, and what we're seeing going on from a logical standpoint. And because it, a hit dog, a holler, because it affects them, in a visceral way, they take it personally. And it's like, hey, we are trying to help you. Listen, this channel is trying to help both men and women. And I realize that we can't get to the place where, we're together and we're doing what we need to do if women aren't willing to listen to logic, reason, and facts. All right. So the reason why I selected this video tonight, I am hoping that ladies hear this. And I hope that you're not in your feelings when you hear these things. I have selected a number of clips, right? I've selected a number of clips tonight to show various points, various things that women argue about, women are doing, and what we're seeing that is turning men off. And it is leaving some of you women single, because you listen to other women, and a lot of times women don't have your best interest in mind. Even some of y'all best friends. Yes, that's right. Even your best friends don't give a crap about you in real life. Okay? Some of y'all got some ratchet friends, even you good women. Well, Sean, I'm not like the rest of them. But who you hang with? Who you hang with? See what I'm saying? The company we keep dictates our success in life. And a lot of women are missing that. So tonight we're going to talk about it. But we got to do some house cleaning real quick. Okay? Got a little house cleaning to do, right, before we get into tonight's topic. So please bear with me on this, okay? First of all, I want to say thank you to the gents for the super chats, for the cash apps, any cash apps particularly, right, whenever you guys do it. And the reason I want to do that is, if you guys haven't noticed, tonight we're operating with a brand new camera. So the view is in a little bit. I talked about this last week. All this equipment over the years of me doing YouTube, I've accumulated from you guys' support, particularly recently, right? Because you guys have showed up and showed out on the channel. And I personally want to thank each and every one of the gents for all that you do for this channel. I'm loving the way the camera looks. It looks really good. I'm looking at it on my phone down there. It looks really good. So you guys paid for this camera. Last month, you guys contributed enough to this channel that I was able to buy this new webcam. So I want to thank you for that. And, as we get bigger, I'm going to continue to upgrade, this operation, TSG Uncut, so that we can be bigger and better. Okay. And I got to give a shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson on this, because he says a lot of content creators don't reinvest into their channels. And I believe that as much time as you give me, then I should be willing to take that money and make this the best experience possible. So I want to thank each and every one of you gents. The other thing is, if you guys have not gone into the links in my descriptions and, bought my book, right, that I put out, From Skinny Kid to the Sensational Gent, you guys are missing out, okay? I'm going to show you guys a picture real quick. And this is an older picture. This is a couple years old, right? I'm going to show you guys this real quick. So this picture right here is me at the gym, right? Now, believe it or not, this is not a recent picture. This is a 2-year-old picture. And in this picture, I was about 220 pounds, 220-ish pounds. I'll say that, okay? 220-ish pounds, right? Right now, I am 240. That's a lot. I'm 262 pounds, all right? 262 pounds. Now, the things that have helped me over the years to get there have been principles from my book. right? I'm going to show y'all a quick page real quick. This is one page from my book. This was me at 26 years old at 218 pounds. Okay. So I've been doing this for a lot of years. 26, hell, that's 19 years ago. Okay. So 19 years ago, this is what I looked like. I've been up and down on doing this, but I've been consistent over the years. And this book right here will help you not only to get in shape, lose weight, gain muscle, learn how to work out better, but it's also a motivational book. I talk about all the motivational things that I've learned from helping other people reach their weights to their fitness goals. And additionally, because of my time as a leader in the military, I've applied those same principles to everything I do in life, even to this channel, which has helped me be successful. So the links are down in the description, or the links are in the channel page, down in the description of most of my videos. And I'm telling you, you don't want to miss this book, okay? Thank you. All right, enough about that. Let's get to the heart of this. There we go. We're all set. Let me set up this next clip because we're going to get started soon enough. We have a lot of video clips to get through. So the other thing is, consider sponsoring tonight's video. By being a sponsor, you're going to have priority messaging. Plus, you'll get your name down on this tickler right here. Okay. Because we have so many clips tonight, we have 20-something clips tonight. And because of that, I can't read each and every one of your comments. All right. So sorry about that, but it's getting to that point. And once we start getting thousands of people in here, it's going to be damn near impossible for me to catch everybody. Okay. The next thing I want to do is give a shout out to the gents. Let's see who we got up in here tonight. Oh, wow. You guys have already got a lot of comments. Diesel D's. He said, LFG, let's effing go. That's right. Let's go. About to get it. Shout out to my brother, Javon Silver. This is one of the first friends I made when I moved here to Vegas. Hopefully he gets a chance to watch this. Shout out to King. He says, what up, people? Thank you for being here. Shout out to Preston. He says, yo, bro, Sean C, what up? Salute, bro. I'm good, man. I'm good. We're about to get this thing going. All right. Who else we got? Chris G. He said, volume, please. Yep. Already took care of it. Thank you so much. Now, Preston had a comment about the last one. He said, that's exactly the problem. You listen to your emotions instead of logic. Absolutely. That's because you're incompetent and you're also irrelevant. Because they're agents of chaos. Man, my uncle loves saying that shit. They enjoy arguing. In some twisted sense, they think this is a good time for everybody involved. Yeah. Diesel says Sean was good. Island Rebel Entertainment, your production is too good to have low viewing. What's up with that? Probably because I only do live streams once a week. But the way I set up my views on my live stream, or the way I set up my clips on my live stream, the live stream typically gets more views when watched later. Okay. So I'm okay with that. But thank you for that. Preston's ratchet, slimy people unfolding and betrayals clothing. Oh, here come the rhymes. Looks awesome, bro. Yep, thank you. Always motivated. Thank you for being here. Bro, ripped as hell. Yeah, man, I be working on it, man, you know. Professor Muscles in the house. Listen, when I tell you guys things, right? When I tell you guys things, the reason why I tell you these things is because I walk the walk. When I say, hey, you should work on yourself, well, you should work on your health, you should go get, go see a therapist, go work on your trauma. When I say all the things I say on this channel, okay, you can know that I've done it. I've been to therapy. I've worked on myself, right? Like I've worked on my money. I've done these things. I had a career. I have money in savings. I'm not struggling, okay? Your boy ain't hungry. We know that because I just told y'all I was 262 pounds, okay? I need to stop eating a little bit, okay? But listen, thank you all for that. I appreciate it. Let's get into the topic now because I know that's what y'all here for. Why do Black women not get it? And that's what we're going to cover tonight, okay? It's like, look, you can't even have a serious conversation with some women. And it's not even just Black women. You just can't even have a serious conversation with some women because they get into their feelings and emotions about it. They tend to take this stuff personally. And it's not personal. It's just the truth. And no matter how much you want the truth to work in your favor, the truth is truth. You know, I can admit when I'm wrong. I can admit when maybe I don't have all the facts on something. Can you do that? Are you capable of admitting when you are wrong? Are you capable of admitting that you are wrong and doing the changes necessary so you improve as a person? All right? Oh man, I don't know where my lip balm is at. Are you willing to make the changes necessary? And if you are not, these are the type of things that are keeping Black women single. Bottom line, off top. These things are keeping Black women single because if you can't even get past your feelings to get to logical truth, to even hear Black men's truth or men in general's truth, right? Because I might be talking about the Black community at the moment, but this is bigger than that. There's something going on in this society. We know it. We feel it. We can tell something is off. We know something is off, especially us older guys. Us older guys know that and it's not to try to take women back to some olden time. It's saying what you're doing isn't working. But here's the thing. Here's the trick. They make y'all think it's working, right? Because they give you a few trinkets. They give you a few material possessions, stuff that don't really make true happiness. So we're going to go through all this tonight. Please bear with me. We have a lot of clips to get through. So again, not going to take as many as comments. And I'm also trying to keep my comments to a minimum too. All right. Let me see what else we got here. Any, all right, let's get to it. Gents, with that being said, let's get started.
A lot of Black women are growing at a faster rate. Just hold on. I know y'all finna jump me, just hold on.
Nobody didn't say nothing.
Black women are out here getting these damn degrees, trying to get more money, we're trying to do things, and we're trying to make, elevate. So when you say, are you growing with him? A lot of Black women are growing with you.
What?
Like, if out earning me and we're doing the same job, I bet money I'm doing that better than him.
Well, I think
he's benefiting from the system. So when you say that,
what's this? Hold on, the man is benefiting from the what?
Absolutely, patriarchy.
Say what? The man is benefiting from the system?
Yeah.
Hold up. Did you hear what she said? She said men are benefiting from the system. I'm gonna wind that back. Did you hear what she said? Men are benefiting from the system. And then she used the word. She used the word. She used the P word, the patriarchy. Who did that sound like? Why are more and more sisters talking like white women, right? Talking about these white women out here talking about the patriarchy. But let's let her say this again.
From the what?
Absolutely, patriarchy.
Say what? The man is benefiting from the system?
Yeah.
Excuse me, you got food stamps 40 for the 80. What the system is that? Excuse me, your rent is $52. I don't see a lot of in Section 8. What system is that? Excuse me, that big ass block of cheese and them kick cereal from the WIC. Which system is that? Excuse me, man. Your baby daddy has to pay your ass $700 a month. What system is that? I think that you're benefiting from all the goddamn systems and not us. We are victims of the system. The fact that I gotta pay you because you had a child for me is crazy. The fact that they feed you when you can't feed yourself in an unemployment line. They pay you anytime a woman doesn't do.
Shout out to the Ugly Money Podcast, right? Shout out to the Ugly Money Podcast. That dude be going off, man. Seriously. But listen, the one thing is she was still ready to argue, yeah, y'all do benefit from the system, but not like women do. Not like women do. I'm not saying, you're going to get rich off of the system helping you out as a woman. I'm not saying that. Ain't no man even saying that. What we're saying is that we don't get those same type of benefits. We don't get the benefit of the doubt to raising our children, right? Why is it that the child always goes straight to the mom, right? Child goes to the mom can keep the father away from the child. And these people know for a fact that statistically that a child being raised by two parents is the best thing for that child. And equally, if a man raises a child, that child benefits just as equally or near to equal as if there were two parents. But we know statistically, okay, before you argue with me, go look it up. But we know that a child statistically is at a disadvantage when a mom is the head of household. And if you guys don't believe me, go watch my last video. Go watch my last video. Okay. That video has some points in it that talks about this exact thing, right? So that's almost insulting. I mean, it ain't almost insulting. It is insulting that these women think that they don't benefit from these systems. Now, this woman in the last video, she just brought up something. Notice she led with her accolades. Well, or she led women with accolades. Oh, we getting all these degrees and we doing better. And then if a man and a woman are equal at a job, then the woman is better. Like, you can't tell that from that. You cannot go by that just because you got some degrees, ma'am. Okay. So these women, another thing that is keeping you guys single is because Black women have been fooled and tricked to believe that them getting a degree and an education alone means something. And it doesn't. I'm not saying it's not good, ladies. Hear me out. Good on the sisters that's going out there and getting their degrees. Okay. But all that glitters isn't gold. They are purposely trapping you guys in this thought process of getting degrees. And what it's doing is actually putting you at a financial disadvantage for a lot of years. We're going to actually hear a young lady who has multiple degrees and a master's, I believe, and listen to what she's about to tell you guys.
28 years old. I have 2 degrees, a bachelor's of science in criminal justice and a master's degree of science in criminal justice. If there's one thing I can advise you to do, do not go to school. Do not get your bachelor's, do not get your master's, unless you just have the money to do so and you just want to do it, or unless it's in a field that is lucrative to society.
Okay, did y'all hear her? She is telling women not to go get these master and bachelor degrees unless they have the money to go to school to do it, or it's something in a lucrative field, a field that is going to provide you an income, but also be beneficial to society. Meaning that this degree that you have needs to be something that's going to always be needed, right? Healthcare will always be needed. All right. We're always going to need, there's always going to be lawyers, right? Because we live in a democracy. Okay. We live in a democracy. So lawyers are needed. Doctors are needed. Nurses are needed. Engineers are needed. These things are the types of degrees that make you marketable. The reason why, if I wanted to today, that I can start dropping resumes and I can get picked up for a job is because of the skills I have. I used to be in engineering. And because of those engineering skills, I know that I can put in some degrees and get hired. If I don't get hired that way, because of my past experience and the things that I have done, the leadership that I have had, right? I have 20 years of leadership experience. And because of that, I got friends that can hook me up because they're in good jobs and they put in a good word for what I've done, only bolsters and helps me. So unless you're going to do that, these degrees are designed to hold people back. I'm not going to get into the whole 2008 thing and trade schools and stuff, but this is why a man can go to a trade school and end up making more money than you. Because people don't give a damn about that degree. They give a damn about experience. How quickly can you get acclimated to the job? Do you actually have tangible skills that could be used to make you better? Yet and still, modern women want to take these degrees and throw them in men's faces when in the end, it's not like these degrees, we're the most educated, blah, 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 all this stuff. Y'all still make less than black men. Black women, you still make less than black men. So you haven't made a dent. A lot of these women are getting these BS degrees because they're still trying to live their hot girl summer while they're in college. They're still not focused on what they should be doing. Let's continue. Let's listen to her some more. If you want to increase the chance of getting your comments read, become a sponsor of tonight's video. I got to keep going.
That is going to contribute to society, doctor, lawyer, things like that. Do not waste your time, your money, your efforts going to get a degree. Now, as a Black woman, does it feel nice to have a master's degree? Yes, it does. It does. It sounds nice. Yeah, she got a master's. But what am I doing? I'm working from home, doing customer support.
Whoa! This woman said I'm doing customer support, man. Customer support with her bachelor's or her master's in bachelor's and master's in criminal justice or criminal science, one of the two, she said. It's not to say she might be a lawyer one day, and good on her. Listen, I ain't a hater on people doing well. I don't give a damn, right? Like, I hope you do well, okay? I hope this young sister does well. But even she about to tell you some more facts, spit some more facts about why all that glitters isn't gold.
I'm blessed and highly favored. Always, thank you, Jesus. But what I'm saying is, to the plot, for me to go back to school, and I'm in hella debt.
You hear that?
Because I didn't wake up sooner. My consciousness wasn't woke at the time. So, I went back to school. Because I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go back to school, and I'm gonna make more money afterwards. I'm gonna get a job that's gonna pay me so much money. And
now, you guys may have heard several of these content creators say that, and I think Kevin Samuels brought it up once, right? He said that when Black women are threatened or in trouble, where do they run back to? They run back to school. They run to school because this society has put in their head that school is the solution to all of their problems. And even she said that she wasn't in the right mindset. She wasn't woke. I'm using that word to say she wasn't awakened to the things, to the plot that's going on behind the scenes to actually keep Americans in debt, particularly those people going to college. It is a scam at this point. You would do better going to a trade school and picking up a skill. These women that get into nursing, as much as we want to, much as we can criticize some of these nurses, right? Some of them are doing well for themselves and making decent money. And I'm not going to knock that. But that's a trade. That's a skill that these women have learned that go to nursing school. These women go and get these BS degrees in liberal arts. That shit ain't going to do nothing for you. You know what I mean? The reason why I went to college for human resource management, it was because I already knew the engineering accolades by themselves made me stand out. But I wanted to bolster my leadership skills with human resource management as a degree because I want to be in management. That's exactly what I want to do. So I figured that's why I went for a human resource management degree. But see, I thought it out. I thought out the logical path. Hey, I have all these skills. Let me get the degree to have the degree. And behind it, I would be able to lead people. Well, I already have led people, but the degree would give me the certificate also to say I've led, that I've gone through the course of leading people, even though I've been through so many courses through my time in the military. All right. Let's finish this up and get to the next one.
$20. Amen, Jesus. Amen. Thank you. Because I could be making $0. Thank you. But now I'm in hella debt. They keep calling me, where's my money? I said, I don't know. Go find it. Go find it elsewhere because I don't got it for you. I really don't got it for you.
Yeah, a lot of these women are in debt and they can't afford to pay it back. That's why Uncle Joe got to paying these college debts off. They paying these college debts off. So I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at the people getting their college debts paid off because it's a scam. A lot of people have been scammed. But ladies, when you sit there and you take your degree and then you try to throw it in a man's face, and then you think the system ain't working for you, where you have politicians passing bills or passing executive orders to forgive your college debt, That's lucky. You know what I mean? That's lucky. Most men don't have the luxury to be able to go to school like that or to have their debts paid off in life. So please keep that talk about your damn degrees to yourself.
So I say all this to say, be mindful of what you do. If you're going to go back to school, make sure that it's going to contribute to society. Parents, stop telling your kids to go to school if they don't have a clear vision of what they want to do. Stop it. Halt. Stop. I'm 28.
All right. So she's 28 years old. She was just about to say again. Okay. Listen, ladies, I brought this up because, again, a lot of you all think less of a man because he's an electrician or a plumber or he works on a construction site, right? Or he works on an oil rig or anything like that. You want to downplay him because he ain't making that fast, quick money. But that man has a trade. He's learning a skill. And if he's in a union, he has his dues set. I mean, he has his pay set. And you knock that man because you got a degree. And most of y'all are spitting cap. Most of y'all are in debt. Oh, we're doing so much better. But you're in debt. As long as you are, let me give you some economic principles real quick. As long as you are in debt in this country, you are a slave to it. You never get away from fully being a slave, even if you're debt free. But I promise you, because I've done it, okay? I don't talk about shit I ain't done. I've done it. I've raised my credit score. I was debt free. I'll be almost debt free again here in another month or so, okay? But I was debt free, and being debt free allowed me to move to Mexico. Debt free, free and clear. I had no debts when I moved to Mexico. I need y'all to understand what I'm telling you. I had the freedom to up and leave because I had no debt holding me back to the States. Keep that in mind. All right. I'm gonna catch the next I'm gonna catch these comments I'm looking at right now, real quick. Smash TV, thank you for being here. A woman can raise an infant to a child, but it takes a man to bring a boy into manhood. Yep, talked about that on my last video, Smash TV. A woman cannot do that, only a man can. Absolutely. These pathetic broads continue repeating Miss Annie's advice that Miss Annie has never followed herself. Ooh, you know what's funny, King? I actually had a Miss Annie when I was living in Louisiana, and when I, that's where I grew up. But when I was there was a Miss Annie lived across the street, and this woman was an old, rundown old lady, and always yelling at folk. She's just nosy. She had her door open, and she had that little plexiglass screen door. And then she would just watch us kids outside. And I remember when I'd been living in this neighborhood at this point for about 14 years, or not 14 years. I've been living in that neighborhood for about 4 years at that point. I'm going to my mailbox, and Miss Annie nosy ass was like, "Hey, what you doing in them people mailbox?" I was like, "Ma'am, this is my mailbox." Well, I just want to make sure you ain't going to nobody's mailbox. I was like, "Ma'am, my mom told me to go get the mail. That's the only person I'm listening to." Okay? You know what I mean? Y'all seen my mom. If you watch this channel, you know I have a video with my mom. You think I ain't gonna listen to what my mom tell me? Hell no. Bruh. I'm going to that mailbox and I'm getting the mail. There's always a Miss Annie in somebody's neighborhood, man. Seriously. I told my kids if the degree they pursue in college ends in ology, I will not help them pay for it. That is funny. Shout out to you, DG18. Thank you for coming through. Preston says exactly, what's the point of your little degrees if you don't have any skills to back it up? Right. Just because it looks good doesn't mean it tastes good. They want to brag about their degrees, then on the hook to pay a bill, pay for it. Yeah, seriously. I seriously never judge a book by its cover unless that book reads itself to the world. Nice. Marriage is bad debt and poor credit. Yep. Shout out to XL Pro. Thank you for coming through. Let me get the next clip ready. We're going to talk about the next thing that women often are getting fooled by, right? They're getting fooled into these college degrees, and another thing they're getting fooled by is this, and you guys know it. We talk about it all the time on this channel.
We're being programmed and we don't know we're being programmed as a man. So women are not realizing social media and the fact that people are putting up imagery constantly, videos, pictures, skits and things, programming your mind, feeding you through repetition this concept that he must do more, standards must be high, things must be up to the point where unrealistic or realistic doesn't even matter. We don't have the means for this. I want it. I don't care if it's going to compromise our basics, but I want it anyway, even if it makes us down and out. These things are being presented so much that we're now delusional. We're out of touch with reality. You have to understand where we're getting it from. We didn't just wake up as women and say, we're just going to overlook all the realistic things that match the tax bracket for the men that we're dating and just ask for wild, crazy. We're being programmed in this culture of cash out me first. Take me here. You got to take me shopping first before I ever even talk to you. Like we're being programmed to think this is realistic off of consistently watching the lifestyles of rappers and people that are living just for a internet to sell you on so that you can buy into that brand. You're going back in your regular working class and asking for things that you're just going to make yourself upset. And nobody ain't even doing nothing to you. You're upsetting you by waking up every day and unrealistically going about this thing called dating. When you get to a point where you want a certain type of man, you have to evaluate self in that. We're waking up as women and we are deciding based on what we saw or, you know, whatever profound moment we've had that I want to do better. Wonderful. In order to actually attract better, do better, deserve better, get better from the universe, is you have to be a better you.
Yeah, Dorsey always is on it. Okay. I love Dorsey. You know, I love how she speak real and stuff. And shout out to that sister, man. Serious. Love Dorsey. She be doing her thing, right? Shout out to Speak Spanish Now. Make sure you guys go and check this brother's channel out. If you are looking to learn Spanish, all you need to do is go to his channel, subscribe to his channel, okay? And then you just need to listen and study one lesson, one video a day. One video a day will help you eventually learn Spanish. And I'm going to tell you, and even my girl knows, that me knowing Spanish actually helped us being in Mexico. Did we need it fully? No, but it made our time so much smoother. And because I can speak Spanish and she understands it, you know, we were able to communicate with the people that, you know, worked at the resort we were at and the people in town. And guess what? We had an amazing time in Mexico because of that. So if you are looking to travel one day in Spanish-speaking countries, Latin countries, or something that you would like to try out, learning Spanish is the way to go. You're going to want to go and subscribe to Speak Spanish Now. He said, yo, ¿qué tal, hermano? Peace to the chat. What's up with you, bro? I'm good. Everybody's saying what's up. Okay. Let me get the next clip ready. Listen, ladies, this is me. Love Dorsey said the thing that a lot of women aren't realizing. You guys are spending so much time on social media that you don't even realize you're being influenced by it. You don't even realize how much social media is affecting your mindset. These reality TV shows that have these people have unrealistic lifestyles. Do y'all remember when they used to do like Yo MTV Cribs? Okay. Yo MTV Cribs, you see these stars and everything, these rappers and everything with these crazy decked out houses and stuff. And you look at it and you say, wow, man, these, you know, look like they living the life, man. I want to be a rapper too. But then you come to find out later that these houses were all rented, right? When they did Pimp My Ride, and you realize, you know, these things were just, this was all a ploy. This was all a ploy to get you to want and desire more material possessions. And who does the material possessions benefit? Okay. It benefits capitalism. It benefits big business. It benefits these companies that want you to spend your last hard-earned dollar, and a dollar they barely want to pay you, right? They don't even barely want to pay you. And then they take it, the government takes all the taxes. The business or the company don't pay you enough. And then you go ahead and give your money right back to them. You are a slave to the system when you do that. And ladies, you all are falling for it through social media. We'll talk about this more because the social media influence goes even deeper than just seeing people what they're buying and what they're wearing, All right. The other thing is with modern women today is, and particularly our sisters today, is that they don't want to listen and learn from their elders. You know, young black women do not respect their elders, and we're seeing it all the time. Check this out.
Our culture switched. And like when I was growing up, I used to want to be like Felicia Rashad. Like I remember Maya Angelou, she told me she was proud of me for what I was doing. I was like, oh my God, like that was a big deal to me, right? Because I looked up to women that were older. But at this point, older women want to be younger.
Yep.
Right. So you have 40-year-old women and 46-year-old women trying to look like and act like
Bruh.
the 23-year-old. Then how do you know? Because when you're young, you don't think there's consequences, right?
Yeah.
The only way you know there's consequences is someone, like you said, the OG pulls you to the side and is like, look. So I feel like the problem is in our culture specifically, like we don't value experience and age. Like I look to those women for what I wanted to be. But there's nobody like that now. Like now, I mean, there are some, there's some amazing, but really the culture is chasing youth. So it's like backwards. The older women want to be young. That's the only thing. Like, there are women, and I'm not, this is no disrespect, but no women in their 60s getting BBLs. Like,
That's crazy.
what is
right?
happening?
Bruh.
What are we doing? So how can a woman who's 23 trust your leadership if you're trying to look like her? Felicia Rashad wasn't trying to look like I was trying to be like her.
Yes.
But if she was on the stage with, her butt out and trying to look like me, then I wouldn't have respected her.
Right.
So I feel like we don't, of course people don't believe there's consequences because the older people are lying. They're lying. They're lying. They're chasing the same thing. So you have rappers in their 40s and 50s getting into beef with Kodak Black, like that makes no sense. There should be like, in order to lead, you have to lead by example.
Yeah.
And to me, everybody is chasing the youth, the younger culture, which makes them disrespect. Why would I look at you? You want to be like me.
So listen, this woman brings up some great points. All right. One of the things one of the truths that's going on out here is that younger women do not respect these older women. And it's getting to the point where you should say, well, why should they? Because you have older women still trying to be young. Look, this is not to say that you get older that you shouldn't enjoy your life, right? If you've worked hard as a woman and you're in your 40s, and everything like that, and you want to start taking vacations and enjoy your life. Listen, I'll advocate for that. I have no problem with that. Okay. I think that's great. But then you're still trying to chase being young. And then you have women calling themselves queens, right? Especially our black women are calling, I'm a queen and you should respect me as a queen. But you don't carry yourself like a queen. These women today are not carrying themselves like queens. When you looked at Felicia Rashad on the Cosby Show, that woman carried herself with grace, elegance, and class. And you looked at her and you was like, man, she was a strong woman. But guess what she did? As a strong woman, she supported her man. She supported her family. Something that was brought to my attention recently is that when you watch the Cosby Show, even though Felicia Rashad was a lawyer, most of the time, what did you see her do? You seen her taking care of her family. You didn't get to see her as a capable lawyer. Now, I don't know if this was by design or whatever, and some would argue, well, they were just trying to hold her back from being seen as a powerful lawyer. But why not show people the image of a strong Black family instead? Being a strong Black woman who is taking care of her family, to me, carries more weight than if you out there lawyering. Do we need Black women to be lawyers? Absolutely. Do we need Black women to be justices? Absolutely. Do we need strong Black women to be doctors? Absolutely. But the thing is, what do we put more stock on? We put more stock on what we have, what we look like, what our lifestyle is, what our degrees are, what our job is, and not the family. And to me, it's really sad that these older women still want to be called queens, but are not being queen. They're not regal. They're not regal. They're not carrying themselves as a queen. And it's crazy. Shout out to Ron Cole Media. He said, new to the channel. Love your content, brother. Keep informing. Bro, we're going to keep going, bro. We're going to keep it going, bro. You know, so all we're going to do here is keep telling the truth. You know, whether people want to listen to it or not, that is fine. Okay, but I'm going to still spit it. Again, I walk the walk. I walk the walk. I'm not trying to be out here balling with the Joneses and nothing like that. I don't even show y'all that lifestyle. Even though, like, I used to go out to the clubs out here. I live in Vegas. You know, I used to go out and want to show y'all all this stuff. I don't care about showing y'all that stuff because that's not even my life right now. Y'all know how much time I put into this channel? Do y'all know how long it takes me? The video I made, what is today? Wednesday? The video I put out yesterday, right? The video I put out yesterday took me days to make. It's a 30-minute video. It took me forever to edit. I put all my energy and time into this. I reinvest back into my business, hence the new webcam that we got tonight, okay? I do all that because I believe in what we're doing here. So when I have people like you come through, Ron, I appreciate it, right? And all the rest of you gents that are in there too. Let me get the next clip set up. Now, we talked about just now, right? We talked about how women don't respect, Black women aren't respecting their elders. You have these older Black women aren't teaching these young girls real stuff. Like they're teaching them to actually hate men. And a lot of these women are teaching women to hate men because they themselves don't have a man. Ain't no woman that got a good man is going to be teaching a woman to hate men. If you believe that, then I have a bridge to sell you in Brooklyn. All right? Let's listen to this next one.
Ebony K. Williams, let's talk about it. So she made the decision to go the route of IVF to have a child. Love that for her. But it's kind of weird that ever since she made that decision, she's kind of been going around promoting single motherhood to Black women specifically. And I just find it odd that it's Black women that she's targeting in this conversation of single motherhood, as if we're any stranger to single motherhood in the Black community.
Let's leave it there. Let's stop right there for a second. Okay? Let's stop right there. Y'all seen Ebony K. Williams come out with this press tour about her being in her 40s and she pregnant now, right? I think she did like IVF or something like that. She did this having a baby or, you know, getting pregnant in her in her 40s. And I agree with the young sister, right? Like, congrats to her for having a kid. That's what she wanted, right? Sorry, I got to do something real quick behind the scenes. But here's the thing. What's jacked up about it is the fact, excuse me real quick. What's jacked up about it is if she's going on this press tour and she's, there we go. Sorry, I had to do something in the background real quick. Take care of some business. All right. If she's doing this press tour promoting single Black motherhood, as this young lady stated, there's enough single Black mothers. There's enough of them in the community, right? We don't need to be continuing to promote single motherhood. It is not working for the community. And this is another thing that is keeping you guys single. The more you promote this, the more you all ladies are turning off men that would be potential suitors for you. Because if you have that mindset, then that tells me you don't give a shit about family, which tells me you aren't a wife. You aren't a wife. And a lot of ladies are out here saying things, you guys saying these things and think it sound good, but really it shows your complete ignorance. It does. And if that hurts your feelings, God said that, good. I hope it hurts your feelings. You know, I hope it does, but I hope it hurts your feelings to spark change. Let's get back to the video.
Like, I get that she went the more expensive route to become a single mother, but the end result is no different than a girl who gets pregnant by a man who don't want the baby, and then she keep it and then become a single mother that way. Regardless, you having a child that doesn't have a father. All of the cute little think pieces, glamorizing what she did, calling it a miracle, is literally science. And at the end of the day, like I said, the result is still the same. The child is still fatherless.
All right. That's a long video. It's a 3-minute video. My goal wasn't to go through that. My goal was to use this clip to just bring up briefly about Ebony K. Williams, because I hadn't talked about it or discussed it on this channel. Again, good for her, man. You know, her having a child. But when you're going out there again on a press tour, and then you're basically telling women, oh, you know what? If you don't end up with a man, don't worry about it. You can go through this very expensive procedure and you can still have a kid. And you don't need a man anyway, because that's exactly what it says. Ebony K. Williams is saying that you don't need a man. Just go ahead and have your child. Ebony K. Williams is saying, I can't get nor keep a man to have a child. That young lady in the video that I just showed you guys, she was going to go on to say that Ebony K. Williams had a man, and she had a man during the pandemic, but that man chose to go spend his time with his kids during the pandemic, and she was upset the fact that he went to go spend time with his kids. So it is what it is, man. Now this older woman here, y'all might have seen her in a thumbnail. I just came across her channel last night / early this morning, okay? And this black woman is speaking the truth to these young ladies. And God, you guys should absolutely read these damn comments. It's like these women are arguing with their elders, right? We just talked about in the other clip how young women don't respect their elders. I saw it firsthand in the comments. So I subscribed, or I followed this older woman because she is fighting a good fight. She is using her platform as an older woman to try to inform younger women about how they're wrong. But they don't want to listen to it. They don't want to hear any truth that isn't their truth. But let's listen to her. Let me catch this comment real quick. In the world today, thank you for being here. My thing is, who keeps having children with them? I would never want my child growing up under a different roof. Absolutely, man. You're absolutely correct on that one. Seriously. King says she speaks truth about the 40 and 50-year-olds looking over their shoulder for their former selves and competing with their daughters. Yeah. King is absolutely correct. That's another aspect. You know, these women are competing with their daughters. If you watched my video from yesterday, you guys saw that in the video. These mothers were so combative with their daughters, and instead of training them correctly, they're only training them through the hate that they have with themselves and their choices. I didn't even bring up men. I said themselves and their choices. That's what they're mad about. You know? And a lot of these older women are seeing these younger women making moves, whether it be good, right, or indifferent, and they're jealous and envious. And do you understand that jealousy and envy that makes you want to try to be like these younger women, or try to be like the women you see, the housewives, right? The real housewives, these older women looking all glamorous. When you try to do that, the system has you, because that was the point. The point was to get you to want that lifestyle, knowing that a high percentage of you women will never obtain it. You will never obtain the lifestyles of the people that you are following. The majority of you all. I don't care how well you women are doing, the majority of you will not reach that lifestyle. And you can't take that. You can't take it. Let's listen to what this older lady has to say.
I just wanted to stop by and say one thing. I just got off a live because, you know, and it's not against the host at all. It's against the women that get on these lives that want to continue to spread lies. Look, Black women, you have a 26% chance of getting married in your entire lifetime. It doesn't matter if you marry out of your race. It doesn't matter if you marry same sex. You have a very small chance of getting married. Number two, up to 40%, I said 40%, of the kids that's tested is not the man's kid. That is a fact. We're not saying 40% of children. We're saying 40% of kids that's tested.
Do y'all understand? Do y'all understand what that actually means? The people that are tested, a third or more, the dad isn't the father. If people aren't getting tested, right, there's only a certain percentage of people actually getting tested, but consistently it's been at least a third of the fathers aren't that. You are not the father, okay? You is not the baby daddy, okay? You might be the baby daddy, but you ain't the father, okay? I ain't that baby pappy. That's what's going on out here. If they were to test this society to see who kids belong to who, I believe that number would be higher than 40%. And that's what she's saying. That's what she's saying. So whose fault is that? One of the Delulu things about modern women today is that the first thing they're going to tell you is that it's the man's fault. But you all are the ones who knows who you laid down with. Hence, I showed y'all in my 2 videos ago talking about the daytime talk show host, and I did that segment where I showed a lot of men not being the father, and the woman bringing in multiple men, and none of them the father. Nobody. There's an old saying, right? Mama's baby, Papa's maybe. Y'all heard that before? You know the reason why? Because the mom knows she birthed that kid, but the dad don't know if the milkman and the mailman was tipping in there, right? Tipping through the tulips, right? Getting his freak on with your woman. They don't know that. Men do not know that. We weren't there. We don't know that there was a moment of infidelity. You women also know when you're ovulating. You all know this stuff, and you will still lay down with a man during a period of time when you're ovulating, because at that point in time, you know, you're looking to get your rocks off. You can't make this up, man. Let's continue.
Is not the man's child. So any woman that want to get up there and dispute that is insane. Third, women, stop acting like your stuff don't stink. You are no better in these marriages. You keep saying what men do, what men got to do, what men got to do, but what are you doing for these men? As a matter of fact, the men that you complain about, you raised them. And I don't mean generational wise, I mean just gender wise. We're raising the type of men that we complain about.
Yeah. Yep, you're raising the men.
And it's crazy because women keep going on, oh, he may cheat and find a woman, so I need to get all this education that makes $40,000 a year. I'm throwing that part in there. So that if he leave me, I can take care of myself. First of all, most men don't leave. Most men are not leaving you for other people. It's like they keep going to the most asinine. It's like, why? Ladies, what are you doing? What are you preaching to you?
Yeah, what are y'all doing? Right? It's like you all are prepping, doomsday prepping with a man you supposedly love. Why do you have to doomsday prep for a man that you love, or that a man that supposedly loves you? I'm going to give you some real good advice here, ladies. If you have a track record of not picking good men, okay? You have a track record of not picking good men. You have a track record of losing relationships. You have a track record of running men off, and some man marries you. All right, you ready for this? There is a high percentage that it is going to be your fault that the marriage fails. It is going to be your fault that you traditionally have picked terrible men, and then you decide you find a man to get married to. Yes, there is a percentage chance, high percentage chance, in my opinion, given modern day society, that you are the reason that that marriage will fail, either through your own actions, either through you don't know how to treat or take care of a man, or the fact that you don't even know how to pick a man. There you go. And a lot of you ladies don't want to hear what I'm about to tell you guys, but I'm going to tell you anyway. You're not wives. You were never trained to be a wife. You've never seen a man, how a man operates inside the home. You don't even know how to work with a man. So yes, take some accountability of your past and have you really worked on your trauma. I'm not talking about we went to the Bahamas with my girls and we had a big discussion and that's how I healed my trauma because I just traveled. Yeah, but you didn't also fail to mention you got your back blowed out. Your back blowed out on vacation. Still doing that hot girl stuff and think that you're ready to be a wife? Get the out of here, man.
Each other. But at the end of the day, I'm wasting my breath because we all know this is the reason why BWs will always be at the bottom of the mayor's pool, the financial pool, the weight pool. We're actually on top of that because weight. I can no longer listen. My God. So no offense to the host at all.
All right, yeah. So she's at the top of the weight pool. That is crazy. That is crazy. Look, that older woman, I'm telling you, I went to her TikTok page and she has so many videos. She'll make a video and then she got to respond. She got plenty of content because the women, particularly black women, won't stop coming in her comments and telling this older woman she is wrong, even though statistically she is correct. And this is another reason y'all truths are going to keep you single, because when people show you the truth, which is why I started off with that first video. The first video that I started off with that to set the tone for what we're listening, what we're going to hear for the rest of this live stream, or what we've been hearing throughout this live stream. Women don't want to be wrong, and they are allergic to accountability. And here's a good example of that. Another reason why your truths are going to keep you single is because a lot of young women today aren't wives, as I stated. They don't know how to be wives. They'll want a man and don't know how to give that man wife treatment. And I'm going to show you an example of that in this next clip, the mindset.
I always tell my friends, I said, stop doing wifey things for somebody who you're not their wife. When you're married, I feel like now this is my responsibility. I have to do it. When I was single, I didn't feel like I had to do it.
Let me stop right there. I'm going to back it up real quick. I'm going to back this up. I want you to, I want to stop it right here because I want you to just think about what she just said. If you don't make me a wife, I'm not going to do wife things. But then if you make me a wife, then I know I got to do it because that's my responsibility. Hold up. Let me get to the right one.
Stop the cap.
Right? We know that that's cap. We know that's cap. And why do we know that's cap? Because we are seeing today that black couples are have the highest divorce rate in the country. And it's not men leading the divorce charge. Women, y'all are doing it. So the thing is, y'all say y'all gonna do the wife stuff once you become married. I's married now. Look at me. I's married now. Y'all want to show off the rings, but y'all want to take care of the kings. Come on now. Y'all want to show the rings, but don't want to take care of the kings.
For somebody who you're not their wife. When you're married, I feel like now this is my responsibility. I have to do it.
No, you don't. Stop the cap. Matter of fact, why am I doing that?
Stop the cap.
There we go.
When I was single, I didn't feel like I had to do it.
That's a problem.
Why is that a problem?
Because you're only doing it because the job description calls for it. You're not doing it because it's actually in you.
Because I wasn't his wife, though.
You got to be a...
Let me stop it there. You see that? She said, why would I do it? I'm not his wife, though. I'm going to put myself back up here a little bit. Now, I want y'all to think about this. Why aren't you doing it because you love your man? Why aren't you doing it because you want to take care of your man? Why aren't you doing it so that you can show that man that you are wife material? See, this is why, like, y'all telling yourselves. Y'all telling yourselves that y'all not wives. We ain't got to show you. Ladies, y'all get mad at me for presenting this stuff, but this is you all speaking it out into existence. This is you all showing your mindset that shows us men that you aren't wives. And you wonder why you can't find a man. See, men are getting educated now. You know, men are getting educated on the modern woman. And now we can see the BS a mile away. And because we can see it from a mile away, a lot of guys ain't falling for the banana in the tailpipe. They're just not doing it no more. Let's finish this video.
Good person regardless.
Period.
You got
I
to be
agree.
good to people regardless. And if you're one of those people that's like, I'll do the job when I get the title, you've already lost to the person that's doing the
Because
job
you know
that
why?
don't give a f.
See, she about to justify it. But you know why? You know why I'm not going to do nothing for no man until he put a ring on my finger? Lady, tell us why.
Because I've did stuff for men before, wifey things, and guess what?
Give me an example of what a wifey thing is.
I done cook for them, clean for them. If you're already playing the role, why do you feel like you have to marry her if she's doing everything for you already?
If he...
See, this is a common refrain that we hear from modern women today. When I did these things, this man did not appreciate them. Ladies, I'm going to look into the camera and tell you. Matter of fact, let me do this. I'm going to look directly in the camera and I'm going to tell you exactly why. I'm going to put her back up on screen too. Oh, I'm not going to put her on screen, but the reason is that you did these things and that man didn't appreciate it is exactly what I told you all earlier, ladies. It's because you don't know how to choose men. Back in the day, fathers used to vet men for their daughters. And we've gotten away from that. Now it's like any man who could flash a little money and look like he got something going on for himself in your eyes, in your opinion, is a good candidate. Oh, girl, he bought me all this stuff. Ooh, he might be the one. And I will agree with one of the arguments that you ladies make. It's not exactly about just because you got some stuff means that you're a good husband. That is a fact. But let's be real about something. You ladies aren't checking for men based on the content of their character. And I'm going to prove that to you all with one of our clips that are going to be coming up tonight. I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to prove this because that's what I do. All right.
And guess what?
Give me an example of what a wifey thing is.
I done cook for them, clean for them. If you're already playing the role, why do you feel like you have to marry her if she's doing everything for you already?
If he wants to get married, he's going to.
I will never get married to a woman unless we put the pressure on you.
That's not true.
It's the tribe you attract that does that. The kind of men that you attract.
You don't know that because I attract all types of men.
You see, that's another argument. I attract all types of men. Yeah, you know what you attract all types of men for? You know what you attract all types of men for? Getting them cheeks clapped. Getting them cheeks clapped. That's what you attract men for. Yes, they come there because they want to be in line to clap them cheeks. That's what y'all don't get. Everything, just because a man got a little money and you around him, they don't, the percentage of those men that actually marry you women is damn near negligible. Okay? Is damn near negligible. We gonna clap them cheeks. Oh, we gonna clap them good for you. But guess what we not gonna do? Not gonna make you a wife. Not gonna give you a committed relationship. Nope. Not gonna do any of that. You know, we not trying to be with you long term like that. He's gonna get them cheeks clapped. That's what you attract. You attract what you are. I'm looking at y'all comments. Too funny.
Can say
You
that.
can.
I tell you
attract all
why?
type of men.
I tell you why? Because your opinion is exposing the kind of men you attract. What I'm basically trying to say is that if he stopped doing his man duty, are you still going to do those things for him?
There you go. See, that last statement that he made about it, you know, if he stopped doing certain, like if this dude lost his job, are you still going to do the wifey things for him? Most women nowadays will say no. And they will say no because they're like, well, he ain't got no job right now. Why should I do anything for him? But see, a real woman who is down for her man and looking out for her man is when her man is down, her job at that moment is to lift him up, to fill his cup up, okay? His cup is low and he's down and out right now. Your job ain't to knock that man when his cup is low. Your job as a woman to fill his cup back up as much as you can. And then when he get back on his feet, then his job is to fill your cup back up. Modern women are so selfish. Everything, look at any video that about these modern women today. And it's all cloaked in selfishness. You all are not wives. And that is why men aren't wifing you up. Period. End of story. Speaking of marriage, because as y'all know I always come through with a nice little well thought out script and theme. Let's listen to this real quick.
And I hang with Black women. When we say like, I want a man to provide for me, I want to be an at-home mom. Yeah. We are told like, sack chaser, you're supposed to work, you're strong. But when I sit with my white friends, their mothers was talking about marriage with them at like 17, 18, 19. Okay. They was like fresh out of college, like, where's your husband, Julie? Yeah. Like, you're not working. My Chinese friends, their parents, my Indian friends, their parents like, yeah, she was married at 22. It's normal. Yeah. And then when I look at my Black friends, we like, I'm gonna hold this nigga down for 10 more years. Yeah, it's such a weird thing with us. Like, I don't know if it's just a Black girl got the strong backbone, but weird.
She said it, I didn't. She said it, I didn't. She spoke that, I listened to her as you did. And
all right, shout out to that, the bigger play or whatever it's called. All right. She told you the truth. She told us all the truth. Right? Marriage is not a priority in the Black community like it is in other communities. It is a higher priority to other races of people to marry this man you supposedly love. It's a higher priority in other communities to marry early so you can have your kids early. You don't have to worry about getting IVF like an Ebony K. Williams. You ain't got to worry about those things. And if you have your kids young enough, then guess what? You know, you get to about my age, and guess what? All your kids are grown. Well, not all my kids are grown, right? I got my son, but in 4 years, right? In 4 years, that dude is a grown man. And that's my last child. Okay? So there'll be plenty of time for that. But black women, and that's the sad thing about our community, is that black women aren't raised to be wives. Their mothers aren't teaching them and prioritizing the importance of, if you want a family, you know, obviously work on yourself in the meantime, but find your husband. That should be your priority. It's not to say that your husband won't support you getting a career while you're married. We see a bunch of successful couples that do that. But the thing is, y'all want to do it ass backwards. I'm going to get the career, and I'm going to get to this big level, and then I'm going to try to find a husband. Well, now you've been indoctrinated by the system to be capitalistic, to have that materialistic mindset, and you've had that all the way up into your early to late early 30s to early 40s. And now you want to settle down and have a family. And it don't work that way because you've been indoctrinated by the system. You have not learned to work with, grow, and develop with your husband. You all are not worried about growing and building with the man that is your man, your husband, your fiance, your boyfriends. You're not doing that. You just want to spend money, but you don't know how to build. All that money and all that shit y'all spend your money on could have been used to develop your family and build your community. But most importantly, build your family. Listen, black people aren't leaving behind generational wealth. Most black families are leaving behind debt. When people die, they leave debt behind. And we got to pick it up. When are we going to step up as a community, black men and black women, and start thinking about building for our family, leaving a legacy behind? Say what you will about this channel, but this channel is my legacy. I have 600 videos, this will be the 602nd video on this channel, not including the ones that I've hidden from that I've taken off the channel. Okay? I've made over 700 videos on this channel. This is my legacy. You know, I wasn't going to show y'all this, but let me show y'all something. Every day I write down a mantra. Okay? Every day I write down, what I see. And I started this a few months ago. Now, do I write down on it every day? No. But when I sit behind this desk and before I get started on editing, right, I write down my mantra, right? And I'm going to go to the first one. I'm going to read to you what the first one says. And then I'm going to read to you what the last one says. I am so happy and grateful that I have abundant money and multiple sources of income. I am so happy and grateful that I have abundant money and multiple sources of income. So that was me writing it twice. That's where it started, okay? Let me tell you what it reads like, what I did today. Today's mantra, okay? Thank you, God, that I'm loved beyond belief. I'm good in health. I'm rich in love, favor, and money. I have multiple sources of income that will enrich the lives of me and my family and will last for generations to come. Money and great opportunities come to me daily. I am writing this on a regular basis to train my brain for exactly what I want to accomplish. We don't think this way in the community. All we think about is being flashy and trying to impress people. I would rather live a meager life while building up generational wealth for my family than to be sitting there like, yeah, well, Sean C of TSG, he driving around in a Lambo and, he off and, like I still go on trips and I still do my thing, but I live a pretty meager life because I'm not trying to ball up. I'm not trying to do that. I know that that's vanity. And what's happening today is our women cannot see that. This is one of the things that is making us fail as a community, all right? Let's keep on with that conversation though, about other communities are willing to prioritize marriage. Let's stick with that theme real quick.
I'm finna make some let me say, I'm finna make a lot of sisters mad. Boy, when you got you a white girl Mexican who love nigga, homie, she down to reciprocate the same love your mother gave you. The sister can't. Bruh. Because she's been trained not to trust you, nigga. They'll trust you more. And nigga, they love will surpass the black sisters' love, homie. Because they really want to love you. With no boundaries. Nah, homie, when you find a white girl or another race of woman and she's really into black dude, nigga can't no, because nigga, she'll be willing to leave her inheritance. She'll be willing to shut off her ties with her family to be with you. The sister won't. Sister won't even lose her job for you. Let alone her Section 8. Bruh. So, I hate to say that, homie, but our sisters, nigga, they don't love us unconditional. It's conditional love with the black woman and the black boy now. So, I went across the railroad tracks and made my baby. I intentionally did it. And because, homie, when I came home in 1998, I was 21 years old.
All right, he was going into this story. But listen, you can get mad at what he said, right? Charleston White said. But listen to what he said, though. I want y'all just to listen and think about the words that he said. Why is it that women from other cultures, other races, are willing to put shit on the line to love a man that they want? Why is it that other people are willing to invest in a good black man, but our sisters won't do it? It's conditional. Think about what the young sister said. Think about what she said. She's like, well, you know, he got to put a ring on it first for me to do anything. Other races of women don't think that way. They're like, look, I want you. I want to show you that I want you, and I'm gonna do my part. And that make a brother want to love you harder. I don't care what race you're. You could be a lady, sisters, black women. If you knew how to pick a good man, if you knew how to choose a man properly, or listen to other men tell you, hey, that man ain't good. Listen to the folk that tell you, hey, that ain't good. He gonna ruin your life. Oh, y'all, he loved me. Okay, do your own thing. And then the part that's insane, the insanity part, is they keep making these choices over and over and over again. And they don't take accountability of their choices. No, the quickest thing they do is to blame men for their poor choices. You're gonna blame another person for you picking a bad person, for you deciding to give your life to a bad person? I really want y'all to think about that. And here this clip was in one of my videos, but I put it back in this live stream because this is the truth. Hear me out.
Real quick, do y'all believe in women's intuition?
Hell yeah.
You hear that? Okay. Everybody, yeah, hell yeah. Okay. They believe in women's institution. I'm just playing intuition. Okay. They believe that they can sense things. Oh, I know. I always could tell when my man is cheating on me. I could tell that. Okay. Let's see what the brother got to say.
If you can feel that your man is cheating, why can't you tell when he's unhappy?
Oh, see that? Did you hear? Look, I'm going to play this one more time because this is a real short clip. This time when you listen, I want you to listen in the beginning to how the women respond and then listen after he dropped that truth bomb on them.
Real quick, do y'all believe in women's intuition?
Hell yeah.
Look at that, emphatically.
If you can feel that your man is cheating, why can't you tell when he's unhappy?
Yeah, let's bring out the alarms on this one. That intuition ain't that good. It ain't that good. Because you know why? Because in one case, it's about them. But when it comes to their man being happy, they are incapable. A lot of these modern women today, not all, a lot of modern women today are incapable of empathizing and sympathizing with a man, particularly a black man. We're not done. Y'all know I got a theme on this channel. Y'all know how I do this thing. Make sure you guys hitting that subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, we do this every week on Wednesdays, right? And the other thing is too, hit that like button, man. Help a brother out with the algorithm, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all are here, and I hope y'all guys are really enjoying this conversation. If you're a woman that is listening to this either now or pre-recorded, I hope you get what I'm trying to lay down to you all. This is not me just trying to crap on you. This is trying to give you the secret to what men are seeing, and why men, like if you're one of those women, it's like, well, it's hard to find a man right now. It's hard to find a man right now because you all aren't taking this type of advice, or you're not taking this type of information and using it to your benefit to change and be the woman you need to be to attract and garner the type of men that you want. You're incapable of it. If you haven't had that success, I'm not talking about you've had all kind of men that came over there and clap them cheeks. I ain't talking about them dudes. I'm talking about the dude that's like, I'm committed to you. You my woman. Okay, I ain't going nowhere. If he ain't told you nothing like that, I dare say, ma'am, you don't have a man. I dare say you don't. All right. Let me put this brother on. He gonna lay it out too. He gonna lay out exactly. He gonna tell a woman. Just hear the clip. We'll talk about it.
A woman said to me the other day, what do you think is one of the number one dating problems? I said, if I tell you, you ain't gonna want to hear it. She said, no. I said, I'm gonna tell you. She said, what? I said, in most cases, a man has to change for a relationship because women want men to be a particular way. But anytime a man remotely tells them about themselves, of what they want, you have to accept them for them. And that's a problem. You want a grown person to change for you, but you're not willing to change for the grown-up. In most cases, most men don't complain a lot about what they want. You talk about in most cases, lady, you get in your feelings, you're in denial. Unless you dated some very weak men. If you dated some very weak men, please do not jump in this conversation because you're going to use your very weak men and make that the standard. In most cases, most men complain less about what they want in relationships. And most women think they're better in relationships they are because most men don't complain as much. Most men, when they start complaining about things that are bothering them, is when things are extremely bothering them. Most women nitpick about everything in a relationship, always complaining. You could take a woman who had a man that paid no bills and now you paying all the bills and they'll still find something to complain about.
Listen, he said something in there, and I want to make sure I highlight it before I forget. But one of the things he said, even though it might seem minor, but I want to bring this up. When I get women in the comments of this channel talking about, oh, trying to argue against instead of listening to the message, trying to pick up what I've been laying down across the hundreds of clips I put into a video. When they want to argue with me, they didn't hear the message. This man just said that women want to use the weak ass man or the no good man, the Pookie, the Ray Ray, the Chad, the Tyrone, the Glocktavius, the Felantonio, and then they want to use that as an example for all men being bad. And the thing is that they will not bring up is the fact that they don't know how to choose good men. No man wants to hear you ladies bitch, argue, and complain. Excuse my French, but it's the truth. The reason why men don't want to deal with that is because they have to deal with it enough on their jobs. They have to deal with it enough out in the world. You are supposed to be that man's peace. I want y'all to put a pin in the peace thing, okay? Put a pin in that word peace, because I have a clip from Sister Shahrazad Ali, and she's going to talk about that word, peace. And it is a foreign word to a lot of women. Women will say it, but they don't understand what it means in the context of their lives. And tonight, I'm going to present it to you in a way, ladies, that you may not have heard before or you not have thought about. And I hope that if you stick along with me through this journey tonight, that you learn something new, even if it's just that one part of Sister Shahrazad Ali, what she says. Because I promise you, if you take hold of what I'm telling you, you will gain something very powerful from it. Okay? Shout out to Ronald Somerville. He says, because these black women were raised to feel and think that way. Yep. It's also crazy because they say put a ring on it, and if he does, she's still going to dog the man out anyway. You see, I caught this comment late, and it's applicable to that young lady sitting in the chair and what this man just said. See, these men are telling you all you need to do is follow a channel like this or other channels, particularly this one, because I'm going to tell you real, I have the life experience, to tell you the real, but you don't listen to what men are saying. You all could literally change your lives overnight, ladies, if you would just listen to what we're saying. And if you aren't able to be the type of woman that a man needs, then you damn sure would have the information to work on being that woman. Let me get the next clip. Now, remember I told you, remember that last dude just now, he said, y'all will find a reason, ladies, to be unhappy. Another reason why your behavior, your truths are keeping you single is because you're never satisfied. This next clip is going to show a perfect example of that.
Proof men can't have anything for themselves.
You gotta get that shrimp and chicken fried rice with the steak and the shrimp, bro. You got to. You got to.
You want some of mine?
Yum yum sauce. No.
If y'all didn't hear, she said, do you want some of mine? Now, I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm going to tell you. They have the exact same type of food, okay? Their plates are the exact same. Who taught this dude how to eat? Jesus Christ. I'm talking about, y'all young dudes is on some other shit. Like, ain't nobody told you how to use a fork, a knife, a spoon, some chopsticks. Jesus.
Well, that's it, that one. You ain't it up. You ain't it up.
Why this woman looking at him like that? Like, he looking at the camera, but damn, the side of his head should be burning off the way she looking at him. What's going on? We all about to see.
What, bro?
You see, he just said, what, bro? Which, and young dudes, why y'all calling y'all women, bro? Seriously, what is up with that? Call me old, but that ain't nothing sexy about bro. Calling your girl bro. Seriously, young dudes. See, y'all just following trends too. Y'all just saying what everybody else saying. No wonder y'all ain't attracted nobody. No wonder some of y'all can't get no women.
I am. I'm gonna eat mine. I was just saying if you wanted some of mine. You don't want to try it?
No. You got the same thing, man.
Okay.
Get your food.
I am. I'm about to.
You know why she not eating her food right now? Because something is on this young woman's mind. Something going on in her head right now. I don't know if y'all can notice this, but it seemed awkward, don't it? It seemed really awkward. Keep listening.
Yum yum sauce.
Good.
Can I have some of yours?
No.
If y'all didn't hear what she just said, she said, "Can I have some of yours?" Did you hear that? She literally just asked them, "Can I have some of yours?" Now, remember what I told you guys. They have the exact same plate of food. You all might not be able to see it the way I can, but they both got the beef. You can see she got the shrimp right there, and they both got the same fried rice, same vegetables.
Why you want some of my food?
I thought it was sharing is caring.
Bro, we got the same thing.
He said, "Why do you want some of my food?" She was like, "I thought sharing is caring." Like, it's one thing to share food. Like, I share food with my woman, but it's when I got something different than what she got. She'll offer me something, and I'll offer her something. But if it's because it's different, hey, you might want to try this. And if I say no, she don't just keep pressing me. She's like, all right, cool. But this woman here is like, you got the same thing.
We got the same thing.
I was just thinking I could
No.
try.
No.
Wow, okay.
Eat your own food, man.
Oh my God. Young lady. Do y'all see that? I'm going to back this up just a second, a few seconds. Now, this woman about to put the food in her mouth. Now, watch this. What is going on with this woman?
Eat your own food, man.
Young lady, what the hell is going on with you? The food is falling out of her mouth. It's almost like she's spitting it out into the plate. I don't know if y'all see this, but I'm telling you, if you're just listening, this video clip, this woman is eating her food finally, right? She was just digging around on it, trying to lurk on that dude's food, okay? Get your ass back over there. Get away from my food. And the food, she is almost like a kid that don't like the food. It's weird, man. I'm going to finish playing it out because I haven't seen this far in the video yet. Let's see what happens.
How you put yours? You ain't gonna put this on his shirt? You gotta put this on there?
What was the consensus? Did you like it?
No,
The ginger?
I like it.
That was weird, man. I ain't gonna lie. And listen, I'm not gonna knock this young lady because I don't know enough about this young lady. All I'm gonna say is though, there's a lot of issues there, and that dude gonna run into some issues. He gonna run into some issues. She got some serious problems. She chewing the rice like a bird. Is that her lips like she about to feed her babies with it, and then she put it back in. The dude smacking crap. I don't know what, man. I'm gonna tell y'all where my Gen X's are. Where my Gen X's are in the building. Gen X's know if you had your elbows on the table, you was smacking, you was what else? What's some other stuff? You drank too much of your drink, you wasn't eating your food. Gen X's will tell you all those things were in the constitutional right of your mom, of your dad, of your family, of your grandma, of Meemaw. Well, Meemaw for you white dudes, right? Mama. I might be white too, right? But I don't know what y'all call granny. I don't really know. Okay. Everybody got their pet names. My grandmother was Mommy. Okay. Point is, you sitting there eating like that at the table, you liable to get your head knocked off. Shout out to my Gen Xers. Liable to get your head knocked off. Shout out to Norval. Norval there, he said Gen X here. Bro, you know what I'm talking about. You go ahead and you'll be eating that food like a bird. You liable to get your head knocked off at that table. He says, good evening, chat. Thank you for coming through, Norval. I appreciate you. We say TD where I'm from. See what I'm saying? Everybody got what they call their grandma. You know, their grandma, their great grandma, right? Yeah, Norma says exactly. You know what's about to happen. You about to get them. Yeah, they both have terrible manners, man, bro. It's crazy. Their truth is their inability to get along with anyone. There's a lot of melanated women that don't have good social skills. Absolutely. Preston says grand. Okay. Everybody got their little thing they call their grandma, man, or their great grandmother. All right. I'm going to catch one more of these. Shout out Ron Cole. Thank you, brother. You can give her the damn sun and she going to be mad because you ain't get her the moon with it. Bro, exactly. Grandma. Okay, yeah. Like, see, we all got our thing. We all got a colloquialism, or not colloquialism. That's the wrong word. We all have our pseudonyms for our grandparents. But check this out. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all know you're never good enough. It's never good enough. And that's exactly what happened in that video. I know it wasn't the most shiny video, but when I saw it, I said, man, this is going to fit perfectly into the theme of tonight's video. Now, let's get back to these modern women real quick, okay? You have a good man, you're not satisfied with it. A lot of these women negate a lot of their chances because they don't want to talk to the hardworking, lame dude, okay? They don't want to talk to I wouldn't say quote unquote the average guy anymore. They're always looking for the higher. They're always looking for the bigger and the better, the stronger, the faster, blah, blah. And to some of that extent, I get it. But a lot of you women say there ain't no good men out there, and y'all overlook men all the time. Y'all want to live these lifestyles. You want to get flued out. You want them to take care of you. You want to get your nails done. You want them to cash out you. You want all these things. But you overlooking the men that can do it and would be willing to do it. You've talked yourself out of being attracted to good men, even though you say there are no good men. You see how illogical this argument is? This next clip. I put this next clip in here for a reason. Because this dude that we going to see, the main dude, he ain't going to come in the package that a lot of these women would look for. But I want you to notice something about this brother. This brother got his life together. Check this out.
Over here to your right, we have $0.
You make zero.
Bro, how you make $0? Let me put myself up there. Bro, how you make zero, bro? Listen, ladies, I don't want you to think I'm going to be unfair to you, okay? If you talking to a man that's making exactly $0 and he don't have a good reason for it, and really, there's only a few good reasons. I just got laid off. I'm between jobs. Bro, you between broke, okay? Listen, as much as I might give ladies shit, man, do not be like this dude right here. I make zero. I'm not even mad at this sister for being mad at this, for being shocked at this dude for making $0, okay? Something is wrong with this brother. This brother came on here. Bro, you too broke to be going on some platform making $0. I hope they paid you to go on there, bro, because you ain't got time to be on these shows. You ain't got time to be on some podcast. You ain't got time to do it. You ain't making no money, bro. Okay? Don't get it twisted, gents. Okay? I'm not saying you got to be the six-figure earner, but you do need to be a man on your purpose. You do need to be a man who is constantly trying to evolve and better yourself. Instead of coming here talking about, I got $0. Get your ass off of here, bro. Come on. Yeah, but somebody caught that one. Good one. Call me Yeshua. He said, between broke. Yeah, I'm between broke, baby. I'm between broke. But I got to kiss the rings. But look, this dude, well, hold on. Let me look at the screen close so I can see. Now, you can't even make this up. Can't even make this up. Remember I just talked about the grandparents knocking your head off? You know something my mom would have knocked my head off for? This dude that's making exactly $0 is wearing socks and slides. Okay? Now, I ain't gonna lie, as a grown man, I be wearing socks and slides now too. But I'm a grown-ass man. Okay? I'm a grown-ass man that got his shit together. Okay? I got my stuff together. If I want to wear slides and socks, I'm going to do it. I only wear slides and socks and go to the laundry to do my laundry or something like that. I'm going to walk out and get the mail, something like that. Because the sight of my feet is worse than me wearing slides and socks. My feet ain't that bad, but they bad to me. I don't like feet. Okay, feet are nasty. Okay, ladies, I don't care how cute you think your toes look. I don't give a shit. Okay, they all nasty to me. This dude got slides and socks and makes $0. I'm gonna leave that there. If you know, you know. Okay, let's get back to the video. Shout out to you, Ron. Yeah, we got more Gen Xers here. All right, let's keep going.
Period. And then we go all the way up to 2 mil.
Dang.
Yeah. Okay.
Ha! He's happy because he's a millionaire.
Did you see this? I'm gonna back that up. Watch what your boy did, man. Now listen, I'm a pretty I'm a pretty outgoing man. Okay, I say some crazy shit sometimes. My girl know it. I even have to ask her sometimes. You know what you got yourself into, right? But I always tell her I am the older version of younger me. I'm saying you missed out, luckily, on all the stupid stuff I used to do and say. All right? Because I was always the class clown. I'm that dude. I am the calmer version of younger Sean. If you think I'm the outgoing version, I am not. I am the calmer, slower version of younger me. I'll put that right there. Now watch this dude. Watch $2 million man.
He's happy because he's a millionaire.
See, yeah, you're right. When you a millionaire, you can wear socks and slides. When you a millionaire, you can come on and do dance moves that aren't relevant anymore. You can do all that stuff, okay? Cause can't nobody tell you shit. Ain't nobody tell you a thing. All right? They can't tell you nothing. And nor should they. Because it don't really matter at that point. You got 2 mil. You make 2 mil, baby. Let's listen to this young man right here.
That's why he's happy.
So how much do you make?
I make $2 million a year.
And what do you do? Can you tell me that?
Yeah, I own a real estate company.
I was just gonna say real estate. Damn it.
Yeah.
And so does that mean when people sell, like you have a agency and then you get a
No,
portion?
so I don't own like a real estate brokerage. Basically what I do is I buy or build new construction homes and then or apartments and then I lease them out.
Okay, cool.
And you want more?
Yes, I do want more. I had the goal of making $1 million a year by the time I was 30. I hit that at 28 and I'd like my new goal to be 10 million by the time I'm 36.
Okay, that's really nice.
Oh man, them bartending skills still there, baby. I keep this used to be when I used to bartend. This was I keep my wristbands on and I would keep my little thing there, I pop it out. Right? Anyway, so there was a reason I played this clip. Okay? The dude at the end, matter of fact, a lot of these dudes, I want to show y'all something. Let's go back to the video real quick. I'm gonna put myself lower on the screen because I want y'all to see something. Let's get a view. Can you see the men behind? So you got the little Asian dude right there. Look, look how he dressed, man. Look at it. I'm not trying to knock their dress. I'm just trying to show and prove a point to you guys. Let's get to the other guys. Can we see the other ones? Let's see. Damn, how far back I gotta go? Okay, there we go. Okay, so is that an Asian guy? Yep. Yeah, he look Asian. I can't tell, but he make 200K. Okay, look how he dressed, right? Boom. And then you got your brother over there. He make 90K. He a big dude. Okay. From the looks of it, he work out a little bit. Okay. He work out, but he an older gentleman. You got the white dude over to the left of her, older gentleman, 77K. You got another young brother to the far left. He at 45. Okay. You know, he like your run-of-the-mill dude, 45, right? If he don't have no kids and he's single, 45, he gonna be straight. A lot of women want to diss 45,000 a year, but that dude on the far left at 45, depending on where he live at, that dude is okay. He ain't got no kids, he ain't got no responsibilities. It's him. That's good money. The dude 77K, that's good money. All right. He's like your run-of-the-mill white dude. Okay. But I wanted to highlight the other three because look at the package that they come in. These women are quick to judge men, and most of these dudes on this panel, let me see if I can go to the other side. Let's go to the first side. Look at the other dudes. Hold on, let me get the right there. Boom. All right. Then we got a young white dude, 18K. That's about right if you're starting off, you're a young dude. And the dude on the far left, the dude with the slides on. Jesus Christ. This dude look like he in his 30s. How the hell you at $0, bro? Come on, man. Now, if you thought you was going to come to this channel, I was going to rah-rah for all men, you came to the wrong channel. This channel is for men who are about business or who want to be about business, okay? I'm here to help you too, $0 man, but I can't help you if you don't want to help yourself, brother. Jesus, look at this. Look at this right here. Jesus Christ. All right. I want to put this up on screen. Norval, I love this right here. Right here. Hardworking, lame dude here. Exactly. Exactly. Now, there's a whole point. There's a point behind me playing that video and showing you that $2 man. He looked like a lame too, Norval. He looked like he lame in it. And this man, listen, let me tell you, I want y'all to think about this, okay? You make $2 million a year. If you really cared or didn't care, or if you really just was on your grind like that, why would you go on a show like that? You make $2 million, man. You should be able to, as a $2 billion man, to be able to put yourself in position. I'm not saying you're going to instantly be a Mac daddy, a pimp daddy. You ain't going to instantly do that because the money is there. And we know there's a lot of lame dudes who might get into some money, but they never talked to women before. But women will overlook dudes like the dude with the 2 million because of what he looks like, because he's lame. Maybe he's just a good man. Ain't that enough? He's a good man who knows how to do business. Now, women would talk to him, but I'm saying, if I was making $2 million, you think I got time to go stand on that show looking for a possible date? No, I don't. I don't. And I get it. You guys go, Sean, you charismatic. You can talk to women. You ain't scared. No, I ain't scared. And I get it, brother. Some of y'all, I get it. Some of the brothers don't have that type of experience that I do. I get it. I'm not knocking that. Hear me out what I'm saying. I'm saying that a lot of women are passing up good men who have the potential to be like that dude who's earning $2 million a year and who's looking to earn $10 million a year, but those men aren't even seen by women because they're looking for the paycheck. They're not looking at the character of the man. These women nowadays are on TikTok or on social media. And I don't know if y'all seen this trend pop up recently where the black woman will take a white dude, a little lame white dude, and then they'll glam him up or whatever. I don't know what the damn trend is called. I know y'all might have expected me to talk about it, but I literally lost interest as soon as I saw it. Now, I ain't gonna lie. One of those videos was funny as hell. It wound up being this white dude's like, hey, I'm Billy, and blah, blah, blah. And then like Billy kept changing. Be like, I just had fried chicken for the first time, and I'm doing great, right? Like, and by the end, he had braids, and he was like a light-skinned black dude. He was like, Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm talking to blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Like, it was a funny skit, not gonna lie. I really wish I had pulled it. Pretty damn funny. But I was up at like 3 a.m. pulling these clips. So I laughed, but I really was like, I am not about to pull this clip. Okay. Norval brings up a good point. I'm not a flashy dude. And Norval is typical for a lot of men. A lot of men, you're regular run-of-the-mill dudes, and this is no slight. Men don't take a slight on that. It's like, look, man, I'm just a chill dude, man. I'm just doing my thing, wherever, right? Chill dudes ain't trying to be flashy. I get it. I always walk to the beat of my own drum, always. And that may have missed me opportunities with women, but in the long run, it actually, I've had some jacked up women come through my life, but it kept me away probably from some of the worst of the women. Okay. It kept me away from even worse women that I've dealt with by just walking to the beat of my own drum. And I'm okay with that. And you should be okay with it too. And that's my point. All right. So another thing that is keeping women single. Now you have these dudes out here, you have good men out here trying to do right by their women, right? Kind of like the $2 million dude or any of those dudes on the panel. I don't know if they're good men or not, but let's just assume they are regular dudes. One of the things that keep you guys single is that we see that a lot of modern women today want to take advantage of men. I want you to listen. I want you to peep out this next video of this woman. It's a text message exchange. This guy is going to plan a trip for him and his woman. Okay, I want you to know the context. Planning a trip from him and his woman. I want you to see how this is about to go sideways. Watch how it goes sideways.
Having your man book you a trip and then leaving without him and bringing your friends with you has got to be one of the most diabolical things I've seen. Hey, babe, I just booked a beach house to celebrate your birthday. Oh my God, babe, I love you so much. My friends can come, right? Your friends? Yes, I'm only bringing Victoria and Blessing.
That perfect pour.
Yeah, I guess. I thought it would just be the two of us, but it's okay. The house can contain 6 people. All right, baby, thank you. Hey, babe, I'm packed and ready. Should I come pick you up or we meet at the airport? Oh, but I thought I already told you. Told me what? Oh my God, this is kind of awkward, babe. Promise you won't get angry. Angry for what? What happened? Just promise me first. Okay, I won't. Fingers crossed. You know I love you. She better than me. Don't tell me some shit like that. I'm already mad.
Listen, don't tell me that either, okay? Promise you won't get mad. I'm like, look, I can't promise you shit. Just tell me what you got to tell me, okay? Let's stop all this beating around the bush. Tell me what you got to tell me. You know how I am. I can't promise you. I can't promise you a response. I can promise you one thing, and only one thing. You're gonna get the truth from me. There you go.
Shit. Yeah, babe, I love you too. What happened was, since the house can have just 6 people, I already told my friends I'll celebrate it with them, and we're 6 in numbers. I meant to tell you I'm so sorry. So 5 can come along. Don't worry. We left already. Huh? We're already on the airplane to the beach house. I'm so sorry. I forgot to tell you. What are you even saying? On a trip that I fully paid for? I know, babe. I'm so sorry. You promised to forgive me. I organized everything for both of us, me and you. I paid for everything. I only allowed your friends because it's what you wanted. And now this is what I get? Just please tell me you're joking. Tell me this is a prank. No, it's not, baby. I'm so sorry. Babe, are you there? Babe, have fun. Thanks, babe. I know you understand. That's why I love you. What this man does next, somebody please give him a medal. Somebody please give this man a reward. He deserves it. Hey, babe, we're at the receptionist. They can't find your name there. What name did you use? Babe, missed call. Why aren't you picking up the phone? Where are you? Another missed call. Babe, please respond. Yes. She's checking the system and she can't find it. Try using your name. Okay. Still nothing. Y'all picking up on what he did? She can't find it. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I canceled the reservation. What? I'm sorry, babe. I hope you understand. Why would you do that? Please don't embarrass me like this. I'm really exhausted. I need to rest, please. You've always said you wanted to make stupid decisions. You can start by sleeping on the floor. Please, baby, this is so embarrassing. We're all tired and hungry. That sounds like a personal problem. Then this nigga said, go hunting. Oh. Go hunting. By the way, I also canceled your flight ticket. You can walk your way back too. What? I'm sorry, babe. Please, just let me come back home, please. Babe. Gotcha, bitch. All these missed calls. Please pick up, yo. Now, I ain't gonna lie. If this was out of the country, I probably wouldn't have done that. Like, I'm not about to leave you stranded in another country. Like, that's a little fucked up. But if we in fucking Texas and you went to New York or fucking Miami and you pulled this shit, oh yeah, nah. Find your own way back. Gotcha, bitch.
Oh man, what do y'all think about that one? I added normal laughing. President says, congratulations, you seriously played yourself. Right? Yeah. So I added that one in. I saw it. I said, this is funny. It might come in handy on a future video. But then I thought about it. I said, you know what? This works in perfectly with the theme of this is the thing. This man went out of his way to plan this trip for her, right? You know, all you hear from modern women today is about getting flued out, doing these things. Oh, I need a man to take me on a trip. The man planned the trip. Right? We used to also say that, well, men don't plan nothing, but I want a man that could take charge and plan. This dude that booked the flight, this dude that booked the hotel, and probably the time and everything else like that. And what happened? This woman took full advantage of this man. Perfect, right there. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Bruh. Love it, love it. Oh man. All right, man. I'm on my third. I don't drink a lot no more, and I'm on my third beer, man. This is crazy. I'm feeling warm in here. Feeling warm tonight. All right. It's gonna get a little, might get a little spicy later. You know, I don't know. All right. So again, the point I'm trying to make is, and particularly to you ladies, right? Like, guys, some of you ladies take advantage of good situations, and some of you women co-sign your girls doing it. Like when she told her friends about going on this trip and getting them to come along, ain't none of them friends told her, what about your man? Oh, don't worry about it. I'm just going to get y'all here, and then he ain't going to be able to come along. See, that tells me that she never really liked that dude in the first place. There's no way that a woman that loves a man don't want to be on a trip with her man. Like, you can't tell me you love that man if you don't want your man on the trip with you. You really, like, I get it. It's her birthday. Maybe you want somebody to come along. He was willing to let four or five other friends come along. And this woman here decided to take matters in her own hands and just tell, hey, if y'all get y'all ticket, y'all come stay in the house. This is crazy. Logical Faith, thank you for being here, brother. He said, sounds like they were a bunch of broke dusties. Bruh. Matter of fact, bruh. Yeah, bro, you ain't lying, man. It definitely sounds that way. All right. Now listen, women complain all the time about how they ain't no good men and this, that, and the third. And what do we say all the time on these channels, right? Collectively. We tell women to make better choices. I want you to hear an example of this. Check this out.
Did he bring you any diseases?
No.
Did he have any side chicks? I mean, side babies?
Yeah, but
How
they
many?
were.
How many?
It was like right when we got married, 3 came out. They wanted them to take DNA tests, and that was the first red flag there. I'm not saying.
And you stayed and had children?
I did.
Ah!
Now, I'm going to stop the video because that dude messed his camera up. Like, he totally Whatever he did, he messed it up, man. The reason why I put the siren on to that, because you had the red flag. Okay? You had the red flag about the dude. And you didn't get out of that relationship. You had kids with this dude. We come back to this accountability piece. You ladies stay with men that you end up hating and that you blame all other men for. See, you blame the lame dude for the dude that messed you over. And men are seeing this and they say, why would I want to be a part of any woman who has this type of reasoning and rationale? This same woman is going to be on somebody's podcast complaining about all men because she picked a Pookie. She picked a Ray Ray. And then she gave, as Kevin Samuels used to talk about, rest in peace to the Godfather, you gave this man the highest honor you can give a man, and that is children. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Oh, Jesus. Speaking of baby mamas, speaking of baby mamas, so these women will end up having a baby for Pookie, Ray Ray, Chad, Tyrone, Glocktavius, or Felantonio, and or Felantonio, because she might have babies for multiple dudes. Now, I put that clip there. Y'all know I'm very intentional the way I do these things. I put that clip there to show you how your decision making has put you in the situation that you're in, that puts you in the life situation that you're in. And then modern women will come along and try to shame men for not wanting to wife you up, and you got babies. You got babies for Pookie, Ray Ray, Chad, Tyrone, Glocktavius, and Felantonio. Make it make sense. Check it out. This one woman gets it. She got multiple babies, and she's telling women out here the truth.
At some point, you're going to want a man to take you serious. Yeah. And how many kids are you going to want him to take you serious with? I got 3. It's hard out here with 3 kids trying to find a man that want to fuck with you. You get what I'm saying? You got no kids, you can't find a man really want to fuck with you. Not me having 3 kids, a man trying to find a man to fuck with me. You get what I'm saying?
So my friend, like, she has 2 kids, both are like teenagers now, and like the thing that I don't like is like when she dates guys and then they fall out or something, they'll be like, out of here. I be feeding you and your kids. Like they be trying to throw it back in their face. And it's like, that's why I can only imagine how hard it is being a single mom.
It's not even like, it is throw it back in your face, but it's like I said, expectations and it's the reality of the situation. Because the reality is I could go deal with a woman that don't have no kids. So I chose you 100%. And your kids. You need to be appreciative of that shit, because it's not easy for a man to look at some kids that's not his and be like, you know what? I'm going to do that for these kids.
Listen, I think I had her in another clip, right? Or at least I pulled the clip. I have it somewhere. But the point is, I got to give this young lady credit. Move myself up higher on the screen. I got to give this young lady credit for having the to be bold enough to be able to come on here and say exactly what she said. I put this clip right here because for you women that have children, it's not to say that you shouldn't be able to have or find a man. We know statistically that Black men are the most active single stepdads out of all race demographics. I told you guys I was a stepdad. I had a stepdad. Told y'all that in the last video. But here's the thing. You cannot be a baby mama and have children by another man and then try to treat that man like he a piece of crap, especially if he's doing for you and your kids. Computer, stop. Sorry about that, y'all. This happens every time I do the live stream. Y'all notice that? You can't, some of you ladies, and ladies, please hear me out. I'm gonna come up, I'm gonna put myself all the way back up on screen. Ladies, hear me out. I'm looking at the camera this time. I'm gonna look dead at you, okay? I'm looking at you, okay? Ladies, listen to me. How is it that you expect a man to take on your kids? I want you to really seriously listen. If you've probably heard this a million times, but I really want you to think about this. You want a man to take on you and your children, okay? And your children. And you still want to treat this man like boo-boo the fool? You got a man who doing right by you, and you still gonna creep out on that man? Oh, that's right, because you're looking for better while you're with this man. He's your fallback plan. You all are treating men like a fallback plan. You treat these men worse than the gum that's stuck to the bottom of your shoe. And you expect that man, then you get mad because that man is mad how you talking to him, how you disrespecting him, and he doing for you what other men won't do. He could be with a single woman. He could be with a woman with no kids, and somehow he chose you. So how do you have the audacity to treat that man, especially if he's doing right by you and your kids, like he boo-boo the fool? You know what I mean? How you gonna treat that man like that? And this is why. Hear me out. This is it. This is the point. This is the crescendo. And this is why men don't want to deal with single mothers. If you haven't seen my video on that yet, go look through my video library, talk all about it, okay? If you're getting your feelings about that video, then I'm talking to you, okay? It's that simple. It's that simple, ladies, okay? Right? Listen, I've changed my tone on this. Shout out to the dudes that are out there being stepdads, because I even told y'all on the last one, I would go through the BS I went through again to have those kids be a part of my life, okay? I will say that if I needed it, they needed it, and I'm sure the moms needed it, you know, but at the same time, it's a blessing to have impacted those children's lives. Even though it didn't work out, I'm blessed for it. I feel like I'm a better man for it, okay? And so you all have to decide for yourselves. I get it. Sean, I've heard y'all arguments already, okay? Sean, I ain't about to be no stepdad to my kids. That's fine. That's your prerogative. And I get it, okay? But what I'm saying is, though, if you're going to be in a woman's life who has children, regardless of what you just saw in the video, you do have a responsibility at that point. You don't have to be the daddy. I'm saying that the way you carry yourself around those kids matters. Because I'm going to give you a scenario. If the women aren't on where they need to be at, and they're not doing what they need to do, sometimes it's really good for those kids to be able to look at you and role model you, okay? My stepson, he's a grown-ass man, okay? Grown-ass man. I got married when I was really young. My stepson is a grown-ass man with his own family making damn good money. And guess who he calls? He has his dad. I know his dad. I've met his dad. I've talked with his dad, laughed and joked with his dad. I'm cool with his dad, okay? But when he needs certain advice, he don't call his dad. My phone rings, okay? My phone rings. And that's an awesome responsibility that I've had for a lot of years, okay? A lot of years I've had that responsibility, and I couldn't be prouder. And we're actually, you know, now that he's older, we're actually probably more closer in age now, right? Like damn near a uncle or older brother, like a much older brother, okay? When I got with his mom, he could, you know, it was more like son, dad type thing. Now that we're older, You know, we're closer in age now, but I respect that young man. He thanks me all the time. Why do I bring that up? Because some of you all, stop the cap, you're going to find yourself in these situations. Me and my big bro talk about it all the time, right? Me and my big bro talk about it all the time. Like, you have a responsibility while you're there to show that young man or that young girl or those kids an example better than the one that maybe some of these single moms are showing them, whether you stay in her life or not. And if you don't end up in her life, and I know it hurts to leave these kids sometimes, another reason why men don't want to get with single moms, I hope that you all take that responsibility seriously, okay? And I can say I did that. You couldn't hear the videos. I'm like, I haven't changed anything. Let me remove the video. I'm gonna reset it again just in case. Hold on, give me 1 second so I can reset all of this. Oh, 1 second. There we go. All right, next video. Now, when that video plays, put a 1 in the chat. You may not be able to, it's not going to be really much sound, but just let me know if you hear anything, okay? Just put a 1 in the chat if you hear anything. This video clip isn't about necessarily hearing everything, and it's going to be hard to see what's going on, so I will try to explain it to you all. But some of you women out here today, you aren't good women. You're not. You choose. I just saw it earlier. I think Preston said it. 1 second, let me find it. She picked Pookie-licious and Tyronius. Tyronidius. Tyronidius. All right. So I'm going to show you when you deal with guys like that, leave them alone. Get them out of your life and let them do their own thing. And then figure out how can you reset your life so you don't keep attracting the same guys. But see, when you're a ratchet woman, when you ain't got your life together, you start doing things like these women are about to do in this next video. All right, let me know in the chat if y'all can hear this. Put a 1 in the chat when you hear this.
They egging they shit too. Damn.
So these women are egging this dude's car. They also just threw something on it, milk, water, I don't know what it was, okay? So I just want to give y'all some context because it might be a little hard to see. So I'm going to back it up a little bit. And in case you can see it, check it out. Yeah, I don't know if it's something. Yeah, I thought y'all heard the video. Okay, cool. All right, let's finish playing it. So they throwing eggs at his car, throw something on his. All right, now they're about to get in their car and they run. Check this out.
Look at it. Oh, here they go outside. Damn!
Oh!
They just got snapped. Damn! Wait, look, they going to chase him. No, somebody, oh, okay, they about to bang, we gotta go down there. Hold on. Get your shit on. Come on, we got to go down there.
Now, you know they in the hood, okay? You know they in the hood. Somebody look at the. You can tell they in the hood. Look at the grass. I can tell by you look at the grass. Look at the multiple cars sitting there, and you know they're in the hood because usually, look at the grass by the sidewalk, man. I mean, ain't nobody took care of that. Okay, these women like, oh my God, man. All right, y'all can hear it. Cool. Yeah, man. Look, check this out, man. That is crazy. Matter of fact, allow me to play this for y'all one more time because this is crazy, bro. Like this is This is insane.
They egging that shit too. Damn! Damn! They in the blue truck. Hey, look at him, look at him. Oh, here they go outside. Damn!
Oh!
They just got snapped. Woo! They on the way. Look, they going to chase him. No, somebody, oh, okay, they about to bang, we gotta go down there. Hold on. Get your shit on. Come on, we got to go down there.
Another clue that they in the hood. And I'm gonna tell you, y'all ready? Y'all gonna know when I tell y'all, okay? Another clue in the hood. They say we need to go down there and check it out. Come on, man. Like, only people in the hood be like, let me go see this, even though this could end in a shootout. Ain't that crazy? Insane. Insane. You know, it's funny to me because you hear modern women today talk about, oh, it's all gonna be karma. And here's the thing. Women talk about karma, and the reason why their life stays so bad and stays so traumatic is because while they think karma is being acted on the person that did them wrong, karma is working on them too for all the evil and the stuff they done. Now, I don't believe in karma personally. I believe in energy. And you're putting out this energy into the world and it come back on you. Ladies, when you sit there like, he did me wrong, so I'm going to go egg his car, baby. Look what happened. I'm not saying that happened as a result, but it did happen as a result. Because had they not been there, this would have never happened. They trying to speed off. There's a reason there's a stop sign at the corner. Yep, right here, right here. Ron says, in the words of my guy Normal, play stupid game, win stupid prizes. You see how that came back up? You see how that came back up? Ladies, if you were dealing with, see, y'all want that, y'all say, oh, I hate men, but then you get intoxicated by the toxicity. You're intoxicated by the toxicity of these relationships. And you don't even know that you're hooked into that cycle. Okay? Now, wow, we're making good time today. Jesus. I have a lot of clips. I've gone through a lot of clips already. All right? Now, let's get back to the big picture. Let's get back to the big picture. I showed today a bunch of things, just individual type things that all collectively connect together to show you how women's mindset and actions are keeping them from finding a good man. That was the whole point. Ladies, I want you to win. If you've made it this far into the podcast or the live stream, whatever, right? If you made it this far, I have put all this out to help you. If you are angry or upset by anything I've showed or said today, then maybe this is affecting you. Maybe because you can relate to this. Don't be mad at me. Go figure out why you're mad with it. Walk that down to the end of it. Why am I mad at this? Why am I mad about what Sean is saying? Because it has nothing to do with me. Not a damn thing. All right? But I want you guys to, I've told you guys, I'm going to say this for Preston's sake, but I told y'all I'm a trout mouth heathen. Okay? I got issues. Okay? I've gotten a lot better. Okay? But I'm a trout mouth heathen. I'm not religious, but I am spiritual. I do believe in God. I will say that one of the problems, another problem that we see is that we have a bunch of people who are in the church who want to finagle God's word to make it work for them. They are trying to twist the truth and the words of God to make it fit their situation instead of letting God work on them. Okay? Again, I'm a heathen and I don't do that kind of shit. I'm not trying to do that. That's why my life is working, going well. And I'm not bragging, but I'm bragging. And this is for anybody out there. If your life ain't going well and you sitting here being contrary, I'm not even saying to God necessarily. I'm saying if your life is in contrast or who you are is in contrast with the life that you want, you'll never get the life that you want. You just won't. Things won't work out for you. Some of you all probably even feel like, why does these things always happen to me? You know why? Because it's you. It's that simple. It's you. You are the common denominator in your own life. So let's get back to where we're at. A lot of you women can't find a good man or can't find a good man. Some of y'all don't even want a good man. Some of y'all say y'all want a good man, but y'all don't know. Y'all wouldn't know what to do with a good man if you had one. But the worst part, the worst ones, the worst offenders to me is these women who are up in the church. Oh, God gonna get me. God got me. Think about the young lady earlier with the college debt. And I give her credit. She was thanking the Lord the whole time. Look, Lord, I ain't trying to be ungrateful. I don't blame her for that. I do not blame her for that. But a lot of you women are sitting up there in these churches praying for something that God ain't willing to give you, or he ain't ready to give you, or he know that it ain't for you. He's trying to help you and save you. I'm going to play this next video clip, ladies. And I want you to realize something. If you have a shred of believing in God and you can't find a man or you can't keep a man, this is probably one of your problems, even whether you know it or not. Here we go.
Maurice is the head of you.
He is the head of the household, not the head of me. He's the head of the household.
So he's not the head of you.
Christ is the head of me.
But the Bible says the head of every woman is the man. That's right.
Does the scripture say you're the head of your wife or you're the head of the house?
The head of the house.
No, the Bible doesn't say that.
He's the head.
Of what?
He's the head of the household.
The Bible doesn't say that.
What does it say?
Man is the head of his wife as Christ is the head of man. So is Maurice the head of you?
Is he the head of me?
Yes.
In what way?
As your husband, your head, is he the head of you?
I follow him as he follows
That's not
Christ.
what I'm asking. One more time. Is he the head of you?
Is he the head of me?
Yeah.
As he follows Christ. Yes.
So let me just ask, did you know you're not the head of your wife, but the house?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about that?
I'm cool with that. I'm good with
But
that.
now, are you the head of the house or the head of your wife?
Whatever God say.
Did the Bible say that the man is the head of his wife?
Yes.
I'm sorry?
He said whatever God say. He telling you what God's saying. Let me back this thing up.
I'm cool with that. I'm good with
But
that.
now, are you the head of the house or the head of your wife?
Whatever God say.
Did the Bible say that the man is the head of his wife?
Yes.
I'm sorry?
Yes.
They can't hear you. You have to speak up a little louder.
Is it Ephesians 5, verse 23, or is it 21? For the man at the head of his wife is God. It's in there. But hey, we living in 2024 where, you know, some of them old ethics, people feel they outdated. You know, it's been a mean switch. But we ain't gonna talk about that. But
anyway, I'm going to stop that. I'm going to show y'all something real quick. All right, check this out. The Bible verse, 1 Corinthians 11:3, okay, says that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is man, and the head of Christ is God. Okay? The word head in this verse is used metaphorically to refer to a person of higher status or rank, such as a head teacher in a school. This metaphorical use of the word implies some kind of authority over others. Okay, I'm going to bring it to this one right here, right? Be ye followers of me, even as I am of Christ. Now I praise you, brethren, that you remember me in all things and keep the ordinances as I have delivered them to you. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God. 1 Corinthians 11:3. Y'all didn't know y'all was going to get some church today, did y'all? Y'all didn't know y'all were going to little church, okay? Now, the first thing I read was AI's interpretation of it, okay? AI interpreted it that way. To interpret it, that head meant metaphorically that someone has a position of higher status or rank. And I love how it says such as a head teacher. Teacher. But if you say to these modern women today that the man is the head of the woman, they're like, oh, you're trying to control me. Nobody, let's put it another way. When women have children, aren't they not the head of their children? What is the purpose truly of motherhood? Now, I know if you all from the hood, like I am, right, and you've seen some hood mothers, you know that the purpose of children is to go grab the remote control that's only a few feet away, or to go grab your mama some Kool-Aid out of the refrigerator. You know in the hood, your job is to go run and do all the stuff your mama don't want to do. But that is a misconception that a lot of people that grew up in the hood has of what the purpose of the mother and the father is and the children. But let's go to the purpose of the mother who is the head of the children, the first teachers of the children. See what I said? The first teachers of the children. Her job is to be able to instruct those children, to be able to nurture those children. Now, does that make necessarily, right? Does that necessarily make a mother or a father a tyrant over the kids? Yes or no? Does that make a mother or a father a tyrant because they are the head of kids? Absolutely not. That sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? What it does make them is, it does make them the teachers of the children. It does make them the authority for the children and what is that supposed to be in? In an ideal world, the mother and the father are supposed to instruct their children in love so that they become great people. You cannot teach a person to be a great person if they are not instructed in love and in discipline. You do not love your kids if you do not discipline them. Period. Off top. Show me a person who doesn't discipline their kids, and I will show you a person who doesn't love their children. That is what a man is supposed to be to a woman. That is exactly what a man is supposed to be to a woman. Not necessarily talk down on her, but to be that strength, that rock, that guidance for his woman. And any of my real women out there who got a man, who got a husband, and he loves her, should know this to be true. And if you don't know this to be true, I dare say that your relationship probably ain't on all terms like you think it is. You might think it's good, but it ain't. Now, can there be a situation where, a man and a woman, they co-doing things and whatever? Yes, every relationship is going to be different. But for women to get upset when men talking about to be that protector, that provider, that leader in the household is a woman to me that lacks understanding. And wouldn't you know it, gents, your boy has a clip to show you this ignorance in real time. Oh my God. It's almost like I be coming up with this stuff on purpose. It's like I planned these live streams out to be this damn deep. Check this out.
Why does leadership sound like a dictatorship? Like as if she can't say anything. I feel like if you're a leader and we both come together and come up with this is how the house is going to operate, we can come up with a plan and you just enforce it, Mr. Protector Provider. You make sure with the thing we came up with, you make sure it's carried out.
Did you notice how she got real? Did you notice how she got real? Mr. Protector Provider. Why'd you have to do that? Like, why'd you have to say it that way? See what I'm saying? You saying it that way, ma'am, shows that you don't respect that position. You don't respect the position that a good man in God has for you, which is why a lot of you women can't receive the good things that are for you from God. Oh man, it's almost like I was back in the pulpit again. It was almost like I was back up there preaching again. Let me let this thing finish up.
That's when you become playing your leadership role, but you're not about to just come up in here and say, this is how it's going down. And you don't even know if you're a good leader or not.
Ooh, let me back that up. You see how, look at that. See that attitude? That's what I'm talking about. Let's play it again. Let's play that again.
That's when you become playing your leadership role, but you're not about to just come up in here and say, this is how it's going down. And you don't even know if you're a good leader or not.
We're going to play the rest of this, but I want to make a point right here. The man, you don't know if you're a good leader or not. I retired from the military, right? I have 20 years service. Thank you to all my veterans out there. This channel is a big supporter of veterans and my brothers and sisters that have gone out there and served their country. You know how hard it is. How many of you have any veterans in the house? Any veterans in the house? Let me know. If you're watching this pre-recorded, if you're a veteran, thank you. Please comment in the comments, though, later on, or in the comments if you watch this. Let me know. How many of you who have served were put in leadership positions before you were ready? I can guarantee you, any of my veterans, any of my people serving who have been in any type of leadership positions, 9 times out of 10 have been put in those leadership positions before they thought they was ready. The thing is, when you have trained properly, when you have done your best to learn your skill and your craft, and you're put in these leadership positions, you do the best you can with what you were given and what you were taught, what you were trained to do. You rise to the occasion. So the fact that this woman obviously has no clue about this, she's completely clueless, okay? I mean, literally, she couldn't find a butthole from a slice of Swiss cheese, okay? She have no clue. You're gonna get thrown in any leadership position. Whenever you take on that leadership position, at some time, it's gonna become the first time. And as a leader, you're gonna make mistakes. I made my mistakes. I can own up to that. But eventually I stopped making mistakes. And my successful 20-year career has proven that. I've been put in leadership positions so many times, not knowing what I was doing, but rising to the occasion. Ladies, you have to give a man the opportunity to be able to rise to that occasion. And if you have done the work on yourself and you've gotten yourself to the place where you're not attracting the Pookies, the Ray Rays, the Chaz, the Tyrones, the Glocktavius, the Felantonios, and the Pookyliciouses, and all that stuff like that. You've gotten to the point where these type of men aren't in your life, and you get a good man, you have to open the door to allow him to be that leader in your life. And he's going to falter sometimes. And when he does, Your job isn't to beat him over the head. Your job is to make him better. Do you understand? Your job is to support him even when the decisions are bad. When I was in the military, the higher ups would make decisions and we had to just run with the decisions. And sometimes those decisions were bad and didn't work out. Our job wasn't to criticize the decisions. Our job was to follow the orders. And then if it didn't go right, we provide the feedback, especially on the ground level, so that we don't make this mistake again collectively as a division, as a unit, as a command. The point isn't to say, I told you so. The point is to make us collectively better. And a lot of you women are so independent-minded that you don't see yourself as being on a team. You see yourself as being an individual, which is why a man having some type of leadership and or authority bothers you. But let's continue.
All right, men out there. I mean, say for instance, if me and her was married. See, now I know y'all don't hang as far as mine, but this is what you tell her when she tells you this. Don't you? You know they have the saying, stay in a child's place. Well, stay in a wife's place. Because see, what happens is women like to punch in and punch out with leadership. That's not how it works.
No.
You don't get to take a day off because sometimes you get to play victim. But when you're the leader of the house, don't nobody want to hear you cry. They need to see this ship keep moving.
Right.
But women like to punch in and punch out. That means you're not fit to lead.
Nobody said that they were trying to lead. What I said, I didn't
Anytime
say
you
anything about a woman
question my leadership because it don't come off the way you would want it to, then you're putting yourself as the leader.
Listen, the part that I seriously agree with them in is you cannot effectively lead and have the responsibility of leadership without the ability to be able to be accountable for what happens with your leadership. You are not in a leadership position if you do not have the responsibility and the authority and the accountability for the outcomes or the results. Okay? That is leadership 101. Before I retired, 200 people worked for me. I had never led that many people before. Like, I've had that many people work for me before, right? Where I was authoritatively placed over them. I was an instructor, right? I taught nuclear engineering, okay? And I was an instructor. I've had many thousands of students come through. But when I became a chief and at this point in my career, and I was given the reins of this division of 200 people, I got the responsibility, I was giving the authority, and if anything goes wrong, I held all accountability. Do you understand? Without accountability, you ain't leading shit. You don't get to punch in and punch out. I didn't get to say, man, I don't want to be a part of this. Y'all take care of that. Then you're not a leader. You don't get to jump in and jump out when you want to. You don't. Okay? Let me do this real quick. Thank you for the
Keep it on to the streets.
Oh, sorry about that. Y'all about to hear some more of this real quick.
Bruh.
All right. Let's see, did I get that right? All right, there we go. All right, let me get back to the comments. Shout out to Diesel D's, said facts. It's all about preserving the species. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Thank you for being the first sponsor of tonight's video. I appreciate that. Shout out to VR, man. I just see this new. Thank you for coming here to the live stream tonight. I appreciate you. With the professional first world victim complex comes letting others live in your head rent free.
Bruh.
So these ones are not even going to find happiness to begin with if they remain children. That's pretty good right there, man. And Preston says these women are the ones that once created dictatorship, being a bunch of hypocrites. Yeah, absolutely. Leon, thank you for being here, brother. He said black women are horrible. Man, that's terrible. Shout out to Sean Hensley, man. He said, you do what I say, and that is when you lead. Right? Oh, man. Thank y'all for being here tonight, man. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Okay? We're not done with this topic yet. So this one I'm going to let play through so I can chill out a little bit. I want y'all to hear this discussion about the disconnect on what's going on today between men and women. This other thing that is going on in today's society with modern women is that women today don't understand men too. And I'll be honest, I'll be the first one to say men today in this society don't understand their role anymore. Some men are actually confused about that. A lot of my older gents and people in the military know what their roles are. We look to find what our role is in anything. As a retired man and as a retired military man, I always am looking for where is my place, where is my role, what is my duty, what am I supposed to be doing? I'm going to always think that way because I've been, for better or worse, I've been programmed to think that way. All right? But men and women today don't understand their roles. And women today are trying to hold the roles that men do, but they do not want to take the responsibility. They don't want to be responsible. They want the authority, but they don't want the responsibility. And they for sure don't want that accountability. This is a very interesting conversation. Tell me what y'all think about it in the comments.
I think the biggest disconnect is now there is a role reversal. People can say what they want. I would never believe that life is supposed to go in any other order other than our men being leaders and our women being followers. And even if I think
That's cold. Go ahead. Go ahead, though.
even if
I
I
ain't
think
stopping.
about how I raised my kids, I noticed, and this is another good thing about if you can quiet the outside noise of the world, you'll find your own thoughts. With my sons, I coddled my sons, and then I taught my girls to be hard. And then
That's happening so much in today's society. You baby your sons and you teach your little girls to be hard as nails. You are teaching your girls to be harder than men.
if you look at the byproduct of that, like in women today and men today, now we have these super strong, independent women, and we have these soft little boys. So the roles have switched. So now we have masculine women and feminine men, and then we're fighting each other on it, and it has to go back to normal. I feel like almost scientifically, if there's not a, in my opinion, my perspective, a natural order of the man being the head and the one following, the relationship will almost always fail. I think
It will always fail. And the reason why that these relationships where it's not in the natural order will most likely fail, high percentage chance. Here's the reason. It's because a lot of women are fighting biology. I've heard women say, no, I want a man that's going to respect me. And that's fine. You should expect a man that's going to respect you. But in your biology, you are looking for a strong man. And if you can control your man, you might love that man. You might be with that man. But little by little, every time you disrespect that man and you think as a woman, I'm strong and put him in his place, or I'm not saying you think that way, but you're doing that, and you put that man in his place, quote unquote, you lose a little respect for him. And then you start losing a little bit and a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And until two things happen. You decide you're going to divorce the man, get rid of the man, or you're going to cheat on the man. This is why I believe we're seeing these high divorce rates. We are. Because women aren't satisfied. It's never good enough. I can do better. I don't feel happy. I don't feel happy. I want y'all to, remember I told y'all put a pin, I told y'all to pin the word up there, peace. Now I want you to pin another word up there because we're going to hit it up. We're going to hit it up in the next clip, but happy. I want you to pin the word peace, and I want you to pin the word happy. Keep those two words in mind because we're going to come back to them. But a lot of women are not happy with men they can control. They are happy in the moment when it benefits them, but in the long run, the relationship is doomed to fail due to the lack of respect. Biology, in your biology, ladies, you are not, you don't make you moist to be around a man moist. It doesn't make you that way to be around a man that you don't respect. We don't need your love, but we do need your respect. And if you can't respect us, that's akin to not loving us. Because every domino is going to fall after that. This woman is 1,000% correct. Now, ladies, I want you to think about your failed relationships. I want you to think about if you are any, especially any of you women that left a guy that you were kind of controlling things. Why'd you leave? You weren't happy? He wasn't trying to do everything for you? No, in a lot of cases, these men are trying to do the best they can, but it's not good enough for you because you don't respect them. And you're like, well, if men be strong men, then I would give them respect. But no, when the man is being strong, you question his authority. See, it doesn't matter what he does. One way or the other, it means that you never really loved or respected that man in the first place. This is another reason why men aren't buying into the BS that you all are selling us. Because we know we can, like, men, I'm talking to you now. Time to get up on screen. Men, I'm talking to you now. If that woman don't have the, I don't give a shit about the love she's sending you. If the woman don't respect you, and you've been together with her, right, for a little bit, get out of that. Yeah, but she's so, no, get out of it. If she is, you will know that she don't respect you when she disrespects you. And you as a man, if you have any pride in yourself, you will feel that moment of disrespect. Acknowledge it. If she can't change it, leave it. It's that simple. If she doesn't love you or doesn't respect you, she can never truly love you. And some of you ladies will throw away happiness with both hands because you never even give some of these men a chance to earn your respect. All right? Last clip of the night. Oh, perfect timing. Can survive. Perfect timing. I promised you all we would have Sister Shazarazad Ali on here. She's going to say a lot of stuff. Some of it is pertinent, some of it is not. But there was a part in this video that she talks about that I want to end on this because I believe that women and men need to hear this. Specifically, the things I told you to pin. Okay? Let's get to it.
We can survive without a man. We do. All the time, all over the country, for years. We can survive without sexual intimacy. We can survive. We can make it, all right? But we're not satisfied, okay? I'm not going to say happy because the word happy is not in the Bible, the Torah, or the Quran, so it can't be that important. They've made it important to us because we spend money for happiness, all right? And we think it's everybody pick out what they want to have happiness, all right?
We spend money for happiness. Did you hear that part? That's not even the part I'm going to tell you. I just wanted you to get that, especially you ladies. We spend money for happiness, and things will never make you truly happy. Things come and go. They will not They give you momentary happiness. They give you a temporary dopamine rush, but they are not true happiness. She is about to explain to us where true happiness comes from.
But as I said, peace is the number one thing that creates happiness and allows all of the other things to grow and happen.
Oh, remember I told you to pin peace and then pin happiness? I'm going to back that up because I need y'all to hear that again. I need y'all to hear that.
Pick out what they want to have happiness, all right? But as I said, peace is the number one thing that creates happiness and allows all of the other things to grow and happen.
I'm going to let some of the rest of this play out because there's still some good stuff she says. But I want you to hear that. Okay? I want you to hear that. One of the things that, if you really listen to the majority of men, especially men that got their stuff together, the one thing that the majority of men will say is that they're looking for peace. Can you all get your passports and our leave? Ma'am, I don't know where you went to school at, but, maybe you can work on that diction. All you ninjas do is talk all day and talk about women all day long. Get a job, get a hobby, get a life. Oh, man, a hit dog, a holler. How bitter are you to have to come into this live stream and drop 3 comments because you're not trying to hear the truth? When I'm trying to give you information to help you do better in your life and to have that peace and that happiness. You say, get a job, get a hobby, get a life, but you came into this live stream. And dropped 3 negative ass comments, and you think I need to get a job, get a hobby, and get a life? Oh, what did I tell y'all earlier? I said a hit dog, a holler, won't it? Did I not tell y'all that? Did I not tell y'all that? I just banned her from this. You see what I'm saying? Ladies, any ladies just watch that happen. Talking about men, go get a passport, go get a job, go get a hobby, go get a life. How miserable of a woman are you where you going to come in here and that's what you got from what I'm saying tonight? This woman that I just blocked was the perfect example of exactly why some of you women will find yourself single. Like how miserable, like listen, I hear women on their podcast dog men all the time. Matter of fact, I did a video recently talking about the shows in the 80s and 90s where men got dragged all the time. And what did men have to do? They just had to take it. Y'all still have those talk shows today. Women dragging men. Think about The View, where the women was on there saying, do we really need men? And they went through and just dragged men. No, we don't need men, but we need gay men, right? Y'all women do that to every day. Every day y'all get on there or listen to shows like that. And y'all don't drag those women. You don't tell those women get a life. No, you watch them. You support them. But y'all won't even support a damn WNBA game. Y'all won't even support other women. And you have the nerve to come to this live stream where I'm trying to help you all out and give you the tea on what you need to do to be the type of woman that's going to attract and garner your own man. And I need to get a life? Man, you can't make this shit up. You can't make it up. Whether you hate the Kevin Samuels or not, that dude put up with stubborn ass women like the one that just came onto this live stream, put up with those type of women all the time to try to help them out, to try to help them see their behavior so they can actually attract and garner husbands. Ain't nobody else was pushing finding a husband out here. Hell, I'm not even pushing that. But if you get married, I'm going to support you. Man. Let's finish this out. Maybe Sister Shazarazad Ali will have a word for young ladies like the one that just came up in this live stream thinking they're going to talk some cap. They never built anything. They are only here to destroy and spread chaos. Yeah, you're absolutely correct, man. You saw that, right? You can't make this up. I'm not spreading anything hateful out here. I'm actually giving you some tea. I'm actually giving tea to both men and women. If you take this, if you're a woman watching this and you take this live stream, it's me trying to bash you off, then you missed the point. I am going to back this thing up just to hear, because I want Shazarazad Ali to tell you where true happiness comes from. She used the word peace. Men are screaming to the top of their lungs that all we want is peace. Peace will give you true happiness. You see? Men are looking for true happiness through having peace. And as Timothy just said, thank you for being here, Timothy, all you ladies know is chaos. Disruption is what she thought she was doing on this live stream. All you did, woman, is bolster my point. All you did is you basically validated everything I've said for the last 3 hours, 2 minutes, and 12 seconds. That's what you've said. That's what you just did. Clay says they are programmed to self-destruction. Let them go to their own demise. You know, Clay, it's so easy to do that. It's so easy to do that. I told you all I have a purpose, and my purpose is I do want to help women to find good men. But we're not going to be able to find women good men until they're willing to open up their wounds, clean it out, disinfect it, wrap it, and let it heal. So if what I say to you hurts you, it burns, it stings. I can't believe he's saying all these things. I'm just pouring the disinfectant in your wound. You all want to let it fester, and I'm trying to help you all out. But maybe God hasn't opened your eyes to see it yet. Maybe you haven't seen it yet. Let's finish this up. Ron says they don't want good men. I told y'all that. They don't want, women say they want good men, but your actions say you don't. I'm just saying your actions say you don't want what you're asking for. And I want you to put this in hold on, let me put myself back up there. Thank you for that, Ron. I'm going to put myself back on screen real quick. Think about that. Your actions say you don't want what you're asking for. Now, I want y'all to, again, not trying to push religion on anybody, because I'm not religious, I'm spiritual, but I want y'all to think from this of an aspect from God. So you have God out there and you pray to God for something. You voice what you, God, I want this, I want that, I want this. But God knows your heart, and he knows in your heart you don't really want that. How does God know that you don't want what you're asking for? Because your actions don't show it. Oh, I just gave y'all a secret. For my people that believe in God, I just gave you a secret. What does the Bible say? Faith without works is dead. It means you can believe in something, but if you don't have works to prove the thing that you believe, your faith is worthless. You women saying that you want a good man is worthless because you're not walking in your faith. You don't have the works. Your actions say contrary. It's that simple. It is that simple. Until you're willing to take the actions necessary to change, to be in the position, in the place that you say you want to be, you'll never get it. You can't be successful in life and not already believe yourself to be a success. Or at least it'll be a short-term win, but it won't be a long-term gain. I don't even know how many ways to paint it.
And we think it's everybody pick out what they want to have happiness, all right? But as I said, peace is the number one thing that creates happiness and allows all of the other things to grow and happen.
Peace is the number one thing that creates happiness and allows all the other things to happen. Do you understand? I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna break it back down to you again. Right? For the slow ass women like the one who came in this chat. Okay? When you walk in your faith and you walk in the belief of something and your actions show it, then everything else happens as a result of your faith. Do you get it? Let me see if I can find. Oh, I know the scripture off the top of my head now. I don't remember the verse. I'm gonna find the verse for you guys that care. It's Hebrews 11:1. Okay. I'm gonna move this to the screen because I'm trying to prove a point. I'm trying to help some people out there, and I'm really trying to help some people out there. Check this out. This is from the King James Bible. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders obtained a good report. Through faith, we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of God, so that the things which are seen were made of things which do appear. You guys aren't getting it, man. In today's world, if I had to translate it, think about all the people that talk about manifesting stuff. See, they think that they're bringing up some new type of principle, but this was already written in the Bible many years ago. That whole verse talked about manifesting it, manifesting the things that you want in life. But you can't manifest what you want until you become the version of yourself that already believes that they have it. You need to walk and act as if you already have it. You need to be the person that is able to accept it. So for both men and women, if you don't find yourself in the position that you want to be, you need to start acting and operating in the space of the person that you want to be. Does that make sense? Some of you all want to be rich and you just want to be able to spend money. But here's the reason why you don't get riches. It's because the only part of being rich you care about is the spending of the money. When the truth is, in order for you to operate in a rich person's space, you have to be doing the things that most rich people do. Yes, they spend money. Yes. But that's a byproduct of the type of person that they are and they need to be in order to have those riches in the first place. Do you understand what I'm saying?
But we're very lonely because of our men being so discouraged right now. Okay, some of our best brothers are in prison. Okay, they get a different education there, and we are struggling, of course, with the mental health issues that has been forced on you by living in a hostile environment your entire life. Okay, a personal rejection is very, very That's hard to handle over the years, you know. Many of you have been rejected by your father. Some of you have been rejected even by your mother.
I showed that on my last video.
And the entire society. That's very hard, and we don't consider that. Now, I know right now it looks like we're having a harder time, but we ain't never had as hard a time as you, because the enemy has always tried to take your place and make you look inadequate by giving us everything we need for us and our children to survive.
So she's apparently talking to a man right there. I'm not going to let it go much further because that's a long video. But you see what she said? The enemy is taking the peace from you because he's basically taking us away from you. Talking about the black woman from the black man by giving us things that we need to survive. And here's the sad part about it. They haven't given you everything you need. They've given you enough to just survive, but they haven't given you enough to thrive. I'm gonna say that again. They've given you enough to survive, but not enough to thrive. And if I can keep you in that place, if I can keep you in that spot where you're just surviving and you become okay with it, and then instead of blaming the system and the people that put you in that place, ladies, to only survive, and it's applied to some men too, instead of being put in that place only to survive, and instead of the blame going where it should go, what if I throw a little disruption in there and you blame, I'm gonna make you blame the man for your problems. I'm gonna make you blame women for your problems. So long as you're in that space where you're just surviving, and then you're blaming something else that ain't the thing that puts you in that position, you'll never thrive. You'll never thrive because you can never take responsibility and accountability to get out of that prison. And that's where a lot of us are living at today. So I say to you all today, if you're not willing to do the work, you're not willing to become the best version of yourself, you'll never live your best life. I just want to say thank you so much for you all for being here today. I know that got a little deep at the end, but you know, that's what we do here on the channel, right? And I couldn't do it without you. Listen, if you guys haven't checked out the latest video, please go check that video out. It's a long video, but it's a good video. I know you will enjoy it. Let me know your thoughts and comments down in this below. But before we do that, I forgot about something. We have the question of the day. The question of the day is, why won't black women listen to what black women are telling them? Kind of like the woman that jumped in this live stream and tried to throw some chaos in here. What things do you think are keeping black women single? I want to hear from you all. What things do y'all think keeping black women single? Ladies, if you really want to go ahead and say, hey, I think it's because the men, then let me know why. What about the men that you think is keeping black women single? If you think it's the women, whatever, then give me some explanation. Let me hear from you and let me know, what things are you thinking? Put that in the comments below, okay? I want to hear from you, all right? So I'm going to take some of these comments real quick. From here, Preston, so much for the fake sisterhood, slimy crooks. Nice. Above, beyond, and forever. Thank you for coming here. Great to see you in here. What up, TSG and gents? Hope is all is well. All is well, man. This was a deep one tonight. They don't want good men. Yep, I read that one. They should have let her stay so that men could roast her. Core female nature is discontent. They are a bottomless pit of dissatisfaction. This is destructive to society, and this is why that core nature was restricted culturally. Yeah. Above, beyond, and forever. Salute. Yep. Got your peace. Welfare. Yeah, welfare did a number. Inversion. Yep. Substance. Yep. Of subsistence. Yes. Sean, you should have more subs and views. Appreciate what you present. Sean, I appreciate it. Listen, just so you guys know, the channel just went over 29,000 subs I believe as of the start of this video, we're at 29.3K subs. I fully believe that by the end of this month, we should be at 30,000 subscribers. 30,000 subscribers, man. And listen, Sean, I agree with you. Maybe it should be more, but this channel is growing the way it should grow. And at the start of this year, Sean, we were at 14 or 15,000 subs. So in 6 months, or let me say this, last year, the total of 2023, we've gotten over 8,000 subs just in 2023. In the 6 months in 2024, right, we've already gained 14,000 subs. So when you say this channel should grow, you're absolutely correct, but it is growing. And I think people are liking the content. And guess what? It'll eventually catch on. And I'm not worried about it. Everything will come in its time because I believe God to allow that to happen. Okay. I've been very blessed from you all. You all bless me every day. You all bless me with this channel. Shout out to Diesel D's for the $10 super chat and being one of tonight's sponsors. All of these things help. Hell, you all supporting this channel is the reason why we have this new webcam tonight. Okay. So again, I'm taking what I get from this channel and I invest back into the channel. And you guys invest into me by watching and supporting the videos. And I want to thank each and every one of you guys for that from the bottom of my heart. Okay. Let me catch a couple more of these comments and then we'll get out of here. Just like the mother who actually abandoned her kids to be with her new man, Pookie-licious Demon Sidious. I like that one. Oh, Ron says black women are keeping themselves single because they've been fed this fairy tale of being independent. Yep, that's a huge one. Like, it's so subtle, but it's huge. See, the trick that how they've been tricked is, and here's the thing. This is wisdom. We were, even the Bible says man was not meant to be alone. But we have so many people like, I'm just going to go at it alone. You see what I'm saying? Who told you to lie and made it the truth? Really think about this. Who took a lie and made it the truth? They're single because of their own misery. All right, Preston. Thank you guys. Hey, listen. Thank you all for rocking with me. We'll be back next week. I don't know what the topic is, but I'll figure it out. And I'll start getting to work on the next video. I think I have 2 video ideas. One is a playful kind of video, should be kind of funny. And the other one is another, deeper topic. So we'll see which one I do. Whichever one is probably the easiest to create. That's the one I'll do first. Okay. All right. Gents, thank you all. Until next time, live your best life.